to the 2024 NFL Draft. My microphone was off. Great start.
No, you're good.
Welcome to the 2024 NFL Draft. I'm Billy Gil. Hi, guys. It's Billy. Here's Tony.
Billy, thank you so much for telling me that you were going to wear the suit. I thought we were just going chill today, which is why I wore more chill attire, as you can see here. Billy, you came out in a suit.
I did. It's one of the biggest days of the sports calendar. I figured it was only fitting to be wearing a suit for the occasion. Now, gang, you're probably wondering, what is this going to be all about?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be watching the NFL Draft with you tonight, and we're going to have you covered coast to coast. And by coast to coast, I mean mainly the East Coast, because we have Stugotz and Mikey A, who are in Troy, Michigan, in Detroit-ish area. Lucy's going to be joining us from the draft in Detroit. We're going to check in with the Golics in Boston to see what's going to be going on with Mac Jones. Here in Miami, we have Juju Gotti with us. We have Jessica Smetana with us. We have Chris Cody with us. Taylor's back there. We have an offensive line expert who sent draft gear.
Very excited for that, by the way.
Yeah. So, what are you guys excited about tonight? I mean, we're moments away from Roger Goodell taking the stage.
We have a ton of stuff today.
We have almost too much stuff, and I feel like that's causing a feeling of comfort, and it shouldn't, because what's going to happen is we're going to burn through this stuff very quickly.
Why do you say that?
I just know how it works. Every time we have a meeting, we go and we have 3 boards full of things, and then 15 minutes in, we're out of stuff.
Okay, but the good thing is that there's an ever-evolving, ever-revolving thing, so every 10 minutes, we have something else to talk about. Yeah. Is Chris going to say something today or no? He's just looking at us.
Are you waiting for me to talk? I'm excited,
I thought you were going to say something,
who are the
dude.
Dolphins taking? We got Stugotz and Mikey A in Detroit. I mean, there's so many places we could go.
Jess,
right
you
now.
could turn on your mic.
I was waiting for you to, like, I don't know.
This is kind of like what we do. Like, we all talk together, so you don't have to toss it.
Dan always says, let me establish the show. So I was letting you guys establish the show. You know what I'm looking forward to, Tony? Seeing who the first team is to zag when everyone else is zigging.
Yes, the zaggers.
Because it could happen as early as the second pick tonight.
Wow.
We've been hearing the Commanders are going to go for Jayden Daniels, but is it all a smoke screen? Do they really
smoke
like
screen
Drake
season.
Maye, who many people thought was the second best quarterback in this draft behind Caleb Williams? We will find out soon, and we're also going to be comparing what happens on TV to Greg Cody's draft track, which I'm so excited for.
Before the commissioner comes out on stage and officially starts the draft, I want to go to Detroit, where Lucy Rodine will be joining us from. Lucy's in Detroit. I believe Lucy can hear us now. Let's check in with Lucy. Lucy is in the crowd, and she's going to be getting fan reaction. Hey, Lucy, how are you?
Hey, everybody. It's me, Lucy. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. And it's not because it's loud. It's because my headphones aren't working.
All right. Thank you, Lucy.
The vibes are great, she said.
Rose, show them the crowd.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, Goodell's
like
walking
Goodell's
up. Yeah,
coming
Goodell's
out
walking
there.
up.
That sounds
Ian
like a warm
Rappaport
greeting
said
for
today
Roger
that
Goodell.
this draft crowd is crazy. It's just like Nashville.
Wow.
Crowd.
That guy's excited.
Draft springs.
So people were saying that there was supposed to be
capacity. They have told us.
They were saying that there was expected 300,000 people there.
It
and
looks like it.
It seems like they all showed up.
What's the population of Detroit? Do we know?
300,000.
But I was going to say, is every single person in Detroit at the draft right now?
It's like under 1 million.
So, dude, you're talking about
620,000.
You're talking about 50% of the entire population of the city is inside the draft right now.
What else are you going to be
She said the vibes were up, dude. I don't know.
Does that include metro area, Chris?
Yes.
Population talk on the draft show. You'll get it here and only here.
Oh, Eminem's on the stage.
You got to bring him out, right?
I suppose. What did you guys think about him in the commercial with Roger Goodell, where Roger Goodell said the D?
Awesome.
Did they bring Juju? Let me ask you something. Did they bring Eminem out on stage with Roger Goodell just so that he doesn't get as many boos? Because you're not going to boo Eminem.
Absolutely.
Oh,
you
half
got
and
to.
half,
You
yeah.
got to set the
He's
precedent.
a shield, yeah.
You got to come out and be like, look, guys, none of that tonight. I will.
Look who I got with me.
All right, Eminem is with me. Look.
When did Eminem become the official sports fan of Detroit? Because like we knew he was associated with Detroit always, right? But I never thought he was like this huge sports
When they
fan.
got good?
Yeah. Like all of a sudden last year, all of a sudden he's a
I feel like I've
giant
seen him for a
Lions
while,
fan.
though.
I feel like the first time that I thought of him associated with anything Michigan football related was when he was on the broadcast of that Notre Dame Michigan game and just was standing there like this the whole time.
Is that Musburger he was doing with?
Yeah.
He was making it awkward on purpose.
Yeah.
Speaking of awkward, let's check in now with Troy, Michigan, where Stugotz and Mikey A are at the DraftKings Sports and Social, having a watch party of sorts. Hello.
Hello, Billy. Hi, Billy.
How's it going out there?
Detroit-ish, my ass. I mean, this is closer to Canada than Detroit. I mean, seriously. Someone drove 3 hours to get here, and that someone was me.
They basically came from downtown Detroit.
Well,
and it was 3 hours.
If we're gonna be honest, here's what happened, right?
Yeah.
So we thought
we are.
we had a meeting here, and we thought, well, if we tell Stugotz that it's in Troy, Michigan, he's not gonna go. So if we tell him, or if we book his hotel, we booked your hotel intentionally in Detroit, so you would see that the hotel was located in Detroit, and you would say, you know what, we're going to Detroit. This is great. Because Mikey and Danny are staying in Troy, Michigan, and you would know immediately it was not Detroit.
If we're telling the truth, the hotel is Detroit-ish. This location, which is fantastic, by the way, and it's packed, and a lot of our fans are here, and it's really, really crowded. This is Canada-ish, okay?
But how are the vibes?
Vibes are great.
Vibes are fantastic.
Hey, 2 back-to-back great vibes.
The
Vibes
vibes
are
at the
great,
draft
Gabe.
right now is fire. Look at the vibes at the draft. They got golf on stage. They got the Detroit legends on stage. Salute to my
They're
dog
bringing
Barry
everybody
Sanders.
out, right?
Yes, sir, man.
Detroit.
Look, Dan, you got Dan on stage. Look at
Dan's
him.
there.
Hey, where's Tim Anderson?
What are golf doing up there, though? I mean,
Detroit legends.
Oh, Barry Sanders is there.
It's kind
Are
of interesting.
all of them just walking up to the microphone and saying, Detroit, what up?
Right.
Is that all?
Yes,
They're
that
saying,
is
"What up,
they're
though?"
saying.
Hopefully.
It's interesting that this is in Detroit and the Bears have the first pick. And if they are drafting the generational quarterback that they think they're getting in Caleb Williams, could be the end of Detroit's era as the team that made the NFC
one-year run?
Championship. The 1 year run. It's very interesting. A little rivalry situation.
I need the nickname on somewhere. I mean,
I got you, Stu.
right in front of
24. New York and Philly are tied right now, Stu.
All right, thank you, GG.
Yes,
I
sir.
have to down 2-0 to Carolina. Not happy about that. Who cares?
So Stugotz,
I have so many bets. I'm interested. Tony, Michael Penix Jr. I have him going inside the top 10.
Ooh.
That's a big jump.
Yeah.
Little flyer. Later on, I know everybody's a big fan of the Things to Ponder file. We've got a Trades to Ponder file that has made its way to the studio. So that might be inside the Trades to Ponder file, Stu. We have to, take a look at that.
here's the. It seems okay. So the Bears are officially now on. The clock.
we have started.
Let's go.
The draft has begun. Now, I have a game that I want to play with you, Stugotz, and I want to play with Lucy too, but I don't know if Lucy can hear us, so I don't know if we're going to be able to play
gonna be
with
tough.
Lucy. It's going to be after the number 1 pick is made, and we all assume and know that the number 1 pick is going to be Caleb Williams, which makes this entire build-up to it very anticlimactic,
Right.
correct?
Right.
So, if you want, I can play the game with you now, and I can play the game with everybody in that room. Who is the bigger lock at a number 1 pick, Caleb Williams or Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark by
Yeah,
a landslide.
it has to be. It has to be.
100.
It has to be Caitlin Clark. It has to be.
Is anyone going to vote for Caleb?
Nah, there's
All right,
no
well,
way.
game over.
The Bears. It's the Bears, though, right?
So you're saying anything can happen? Is that why? They're going to get up and say, you know what?
Just
Marvin
fumble
Harrison
it.
Jr.
Fumble the whole thing.
That'd be great.
Stugotz, we decided we were going to do this standing, and I'm immediately regretting that decision.
Why,
told
dude?
us-
No, you look good.
they
Look at him
told
showing
us-
off the suit. Show him the shoes, too.
Billy, I'm so impressed. You look great.
No,
man.
the chat is loving Billy.
Yeah, dude.
They said you look like a game show host.
Well, they said I would.
Well-
That honestly is like my dream. I would
know.
love to be a game show host more
Is
than
this the
anything.
Cam Newton suit?
No, this is not the Cam Newton suit. I almost wore that suit. That one's purple, but my wife told me that I couldn't wear that one because I have already been seen wearing that suit publicly, and it was already a thing on the show. Jessica.
Not trying to make you guys seem or feel self-conscious, I guess, about yourselves, but I was watching NFL Network before I came in, and I noticed something. Cam Newton was interviewing Drake May, and they had this like fashion cam thing with
Yeah.
Cam Newton, and I noticed that both of them were doing this the whole time, just swaying back,
swaying
and
side to
forth,
side,
and I've
like from
noticed
one
that
leg to
you
the other.
guys have been swaying.
Well, here's this is
entire
what I
show,
said.
too, so far.
As you guys were
Right.
talking, or saying that you guys couldn't hear us when we were counting down to start the show, I turned over to Billy and I was like, Billy, they took the 2 guys that love to fidget and walk around the most in the entire studio and decided to say, you know what? You have one spot that you cannot move from, and it is impossible for me to stay here. So I'm trying to do like a square to like move around.
They did also specifically tell us do not move out of this box on the floor, and we have not stayed in this box
your
at
lower
all.
halves are locked in, and you're just the
Yes,
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got about
right.
4
Yeah.
hours right now.
And we were told you have a choice. You can either stand the 4 hours or you can sit the 4 hours, but it's not going to be sitting and standing. And we said, you know what? We're standing. Let's
that's
do
right.
this.
Attaboy.
Yeah, it just feels right. This is what it feels like you should be doing in the NFL draft.
Exactly right.
Plus, if we're sitting down, then it looks like the show.
Before this is over. And
What's that?
standing there, you might run a marathon in steps. Just
Exactly
standing.
right. Exactly
I'm also
right.
worried because I haven't had a lot to like drink or eat today, so I'm wondering if I'm going to be, fine to do
We have
this the
so much
entire time.
food like right there that we can't get to yet.
Yeah. So the Bears are on the clock. They have 6 minutes and 50 seconds more left less. Now, here are their needs. They need a quarterback. They need an edge rusher. They need a defensive tackle, a wide receiver.
Why are you doing this? It's the number one pick. You know who they're taking.
Well,
he
I'm just saying
he
these
set
are
in
the
the table.
needs.
He set
These
in
are
the
their
table.
needs.
Yeah.
Now, this
Wait,
offseason.
can I give Tony permission to walk to the food? Like, can he walk to the food?
No, I
Come
can-
on.
I can
he's,
walk to it,
He's
yeah.
actually eaten more than I have.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
they
I'm gonna take
lost
a
Darnell
bite here.
Mooney. They lost Justin Jones. They lost Dan Feeney. They lost Deontay Foreman. But they got DeAndre Swift. They got Gerald Everett. Who do we think that the Bears are going to take here with the number one pick?
I mean, they're taking a long time to decide. They've been on the clock
I
already
know.
for 4
It
minutes.
does seem like second thoughts, maybe. Like, what do we think is happening here? It seems like they're thinking about this an awful lot.
And thinking about that question you posed with Caitlin Clark already been drafted.
Yeah, that's true. What do we think they're doing right now? They're just kind of like waiting around.
They're all just sitting there. They're
Yeah.
in the draft room, and no one's moving. They're
Are they
just
waiting
kinda
for
looking-
Tony, why not
001?
Tony, why not take all the allotted time? I mean, just let your logo sit up there, let people wonder what's going on.
How
They
about
know-
this, Stu?
What?
How about you show tremendous confidence in your quarterback? The
Right.
second the clock starts, you run up. You do it the fastest it's ever been done before. 9:57. All right, we got it. Caleb Williams, let's go.
Here's the thing. Caleb Williams is
Confidence.
being shown, and he's not holding his phone. He's not on the phone. They haven't called
Phone
him
was
yet.
face down.
There may be
Ooh.
a situation where there are cold feet happening here. And I will
Ooh.
tell you this. I believe the Bears have the fewest picks in the draft this year with
Mm-hmm.
only 4 picks, 2 of which are in the top 10, but they only have 4. So they need to make every pick count, Tony.
Worst trade for Carolina in the history of the NFL?
Yeah, it didn't work out for them.
That should be Carolina taking the number
I'd
one
rather
pick.
have their picks, though, because I'd rather have the 2 first-rounders rather than have the full allotment of picks.
Yeah.
I'd rather have what the Bears have.
Yeah.
All right, let's play a
You
quick
guys
game.
are going to play.
Let's play a quick game called If Carolina Had This Pick, Who Would They Be Picking? I'll go around the room. Jessica, if Carolina had this pick, who would
Honestly,
they be
Drake
picking?
May would have been a great fit because he's a Carolina kid.
Ooh. But what do you do with Bryce Young?
Yeah, what do you do with Bryce?
Ship him out? Ship him
I
out of
guess
town?
this is like in this hypothetical, they didn't take Bryce.
No, they
Young
took him.
last
No, they
year.
took him.
They took him. What do we
They
do?
took him.
Different piece. Okay, then let me rethink about my answer.
There's one answer here.
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
I think Joe Ott would be a good answer.
Ooh, I think Marvin Harrison Jr.
Your
would
left
be it.
tackle for the next 10 years.
I think Nabers.
I think that fit.
You.
I'm telling you, watch out for Nabers at 4. I'm telling you.
Chris
I
has
know.
had this
What, you got a
feeling
hunch?
today.
I'm whether it's a hunch, whether it's a source, I'm not going to reveal my hand. I'm
Wow,
saying
okay.
if the Cardinals keep 4,
the Bears pick is in. The Bears pick
I'm
is
hearing
in.
they like
pick
Nabers
is
over
in.
Harrison.
They heard what Chris Cody said, and they're like, all right.
They ran
sold.
to the podium. There we go.
All right, the pick is in. The commissioner's not on the stage yet,
It was
but
a
the
little
pick is
early,
in.
I think, for the kazoo.
Well, it says it on the screen. Should I wait until the
I
commissioner
think
comes out
yeah,
on
I think
the
when
stage?
Roger starts walking across the stage, that's when you hit it.
Okay, so
Salute to Molly McGrath.
that was me.
Premature
That was me rewinding.
kazooing.
Caleb Williams doesn't look happy. He might have got picked by the Bears.
He's not moving either.
I'm the only one who got.
He doesn't need to get the phone call. He already knows.
They do keep showing him though, and he's texting now.
How great would it be if he wasn't the number one
He
pick?
looks sullen.
Can you imagine?
Here's the problem. If he's not the number one pick, I need to rip up all of the papers that I've done prep on because everything was
everything's-
based on him being the number one
Right.
pick. So that would really throw
Oh,
a
here it
wrench
is.
in this
Hold on,
project.
here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's on his
Bears
phone.
GM just texted him a wink
He's
face.
texting.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wink face.
A wink face.
Oh,
What does that mean?
high-fiving
Help
each other.
sell the stadium to the
Why are they
taxpayers.
high-fiving each other as if they didn't know they were going to
Right,
get
right.
exactly who they
Right,
wanted? There was
exactly.
absolutely no shot
Like,
that they didn't get their
let's
pick.
go.
Guys, it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you know what you're going to order, but you still got to go there and look at the menu.
Or
And
you listen
gotta
to the
place
specials of
order.
the day.
That's what I mean. You
You're like,
go
what are
there.
the specials today?
They
We
were
got
they were
some-
pretty sure.
Ossobuco. We have
Yeah.
a beautiful fish. And you're like, yeah,
When that
I'm gonna get
jumps
the
out,
ribs,
it's like,
though.
damn it, I was gonna get my normal.
Should we go
but-
back out to Lucy for the announcement of the number 1 pick?
Here we
Can
go.
she hear us? Oh, here comes Raj.
Here we go. No, your turn. There we go.
All right, Lucy's there.
Shocking.
Lucy, can you hear us?
You guys aren't gonna believe who they picked.
Here comes Roger Goodell. He's announcing
Hi guys,
the first
it's
pick.
me, Lucy.
Hey,
There we
there's
go.
Yeah.
And the Bears just drafted Caleb Williams.
Wow!
She's in the future.
My new friends here, they're having so fun.
Good footage.
Yeah, people are excited.
Oh, look, he already has a jersey. I don't think it's official.
Oh, there
His
we go.
name's on duct tape, but
Oh, okay.
Love a good team chant.
F the Packers. Okay. There we go.
Lucy, how are the Bears fans feeling?
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, she's not.
You have a Bear fan in the studio. I mean,
Well, she's wearing a Steelers shirt, though.
well, I mean, she's a fan of 2 teams. I mean,
She should have worn a House Divided shirt. Why did you have that?
That's a good question. I should get that.
You should get it on Lee's
Do you
car
want
like
my
a bumper
Caleb
sticker.
Williams analysis?
Sure.
It's the Bears.
Yeah.
All right. He seems excited, though. Look at him.
Greg Cody with an exacto.
I mean, we shouldn't even count this one if you want me to be honest. We should not count this one.
Stugotz, let me ask you a question about Greg Cody. We invited Greg Cody to join this watch-along with us tonight, and he said, no, I'm too busy to join the watch-along. Between the draft and the Panthers, I'm too busy to join the watch-along. However, if I hit enough exactos, I will be joining you. So we had an entire bit where we were just going to be comparing Greg's mock draft and what's happening in the real draft. But
Right.
I feel like if he's not willing to join us, why should we be doing that?
Exactly right.
Not to be petty.
No, but it's
Not to be
true.
Because we're
petty.
going to run out of things.
well, because it's Greg Cody and we
Yeah.
love him, and that's
Yeah.
to Greg Cody right there. If I'm doing well, I'll come on. If I'm not, I got no time for you. I'm good with that.
It sounds like you, too.
Thank you. All
got-
right.
you got-
Who do we think Washington is taking here?
Well, they're
Jake
now on the
Quinyon?
clock. Washington is now on the clock.
Been on the
Here's
clock for a
thing.
while, too.
It
Wow.
No
seems-
zigs yet.
It
No?
seems like the big question here is Jayden Daniels or Drake May for Washington. Now, our friend Austin Eckler's there. We asked him to join us. He said no, so he will not be joining us tonight.
Seems like
Got paid by
everyone's
someone else.
describing Jayden Daniels as like a slimmer Justin Fields, right?
Is that a compliment?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he won the Heisman. He's obviously
Sure.
a good player and a great playmaker, but yeah, he is very thin.
I have a bit of a lukewarm take. I need to see another 20 pounds on Jayden Daniels. 20 pounds. I feel like he'd be good.
People said that
He
about
can have
Bryce
some of
Young.
mine.
Imagine if that's how it worked and you were able to just take off weight and hand it to someone who needed it.
I feel like the world would be a
Rich
better
man.
place.
It's Mikey A's dream. What do you
If we're just handing out 15 pounds, Marvin Harrison could probably use
man,
some.
dude.
Wow.
Wow. You
Your
think
second,
maybe
your
you,
second dig
I'm
on
big
him
on
today.
Nabers.
you think Marvin Harrison needing to gain some weight is going to be why he may slide a little bit?
what I'm
according to
hoping.
Maybe your source, or
That's
maybe
what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
You put a little uni on it? What's up? Very interested.
Brian Kelly was talking about Jayden Daniels as if he was already on the Commanders a couple
He
of
did-
weeks ago.
he did say
said
that. That
next
was
season in
weird.
Washington. What
Well,
does
Tony,
he
I
know?
think the most amazing thing about Jayden Daniels is McShay told us this before the season started, he was like a second, third, fourth round pick
Right.
and played his way up to the number 2 pick in the draft.
I mean, when you win the Heisman, that kind of propels you, right? I
Yeah.
feel like Caleb Williams was good this year. Obviously, he was excellent the year he won the Heisman. But it feels like if you've got a Heisman in your pocket, I feel like you're doing all right.
Speaking of which, Reggie Bush got his Heisman back. Did we
Applause
talk
to
about
him.
that? Well, he didn't do anything.
Well, I mean, he got
They
it
literally
back,
just
though.
handed him his.
Yeah, but they got
I
it
think
back.
a Heisman in the pocket would be uncomfortable. I don't like a bulky pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have so many snacks in my pocket because.
What do you have? Can you show me?
here's the thing: we agreed that we were going to be standing the entire time, and then I realized now I don't have any place to put anything. So I've just been putting snacks in my pocket. I have
Oh,
these Milano
those are
double
good, yeah.
dark chocolate things in my pocket, some cookies.
If you want, you can hand it to me. I'll put it over there. With my,
No,
I have a
that's
tower
okay.
back there.
I know. I'm so jealous. I wish I had a tower.
I got a tower over here, yeah.
So three more hours of this, huh?
We're almost there.
Billy, right now I'm seeing Marvin Harrison Jr. as best available.
At
Who's
number
up?
2?
Yeah, I mean,
Who's
just
Greg
overall.
Cody's best available?
Yeah. Who does Greg Cody have going
Greg
with
Cody
this
has
pick?
Jayden Daniels going next.
All right.
And Commanders have all new front office, new ownership, obviously, trying to turn over a new leaf, new coach with Dan Quinn. The question is, will they screw this
We'll
up?
see.
Number one, I think we all know. We all knew who was going to be number one, correct?
Right.
Number two, this is where things can get
It's a toss-up,
interesting.
yeah.
We don't know which way they're going to go. We know they're going to take a quarterback, but who?
This could change the entire draft.
This is where things could get interesting.
What if
also,
they take
coming
Drake
up
May?
ahead at number 3, the Patriots. Will they stay? Will
knows?
they not?
Who knows?
Lots of scuttlebutt this week about that. The Patriots were saying maybe we're going to trade down a little bit. Not sure about that.
Maybe a lot.
Go ahead.
Maybe they'll trade down a lot of it.
Great observation, Mikey A. You're my brother.
Thank you, Juju.
Juju, how's this going so far?
I think it's going fantastic. I'm locked in on Knicks Sixers right now.
Yeah?
I'm salute to
How's that going?
everybody involved. The score is 34-36 right now. Knicks are losing by 2.
Here's another thing that we didn't account for when we said we wanted to be standing the entire time. We can't see Juju's head because
That's also true.
They put this board across us, so I can seriously.
It cuts off right where the Detroit of his hoodie is
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, and now production is bragging about how they told us not to stand, but I don't regret this. I
Nope,
feel like this
at
is a
all.
nice look.
There's Jayden Daniels just chilling,
Also,
looking
not
around.
receiving a call yet. Oh, the pick is in. All right.
Let's be. Oh, he's smiling. Is he tipping his hand there?
Or does he not want to go to Washington?
Nice suit.
But would he want to go to New England?
Great suit.
Let's see what watch he's wearing. Looks like a Cartier.
Well, we're not going to do the kazoo yet. We're going to do the
Kazoo
kazoo.
happens when
yeah.
Roger Goodell
When
walks
Roger
onto the
stands
stage.
onto
Come
the
on, man.
stage, we're going to do it. Should we go to Lucy for a live reaction of the pick being
Let's
announced?
try that again, huh?
Yeah, let's.
Uh,
Yeah.
I can't send it to your email, but if you take a picture of this, it'll be on our YouTube.
All right. She's
Okay.
just talking to
She
people.
doesn't know she's on air.
All right.
It seems like it's tough to get her to know when she's on air and when she's not on air.
You know what I'm learning about ambition? Don't have it.
Overrated.
Just complicates things.
We didn't think about noise.
Headphones.
Speaking of Detroit, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
That's right.
Should have just been us in this room. Then we
Detroit
would've
Rock
listened to these
City.
things.
Speaking of KISS, you look amazing in that face paint you and Stugotz on the Angel
Yeah, I know,
artwork.
but why am I wearing that face paint? I don't get it. I mean,
Oh, hold on. Is
All right,
it
so
time?
we all think it's Jayden Daniels, right? Anyone gonna dissent?
No.
No.
It's Jayden Daniels.
I think it's Drake May.
Oh, wow. This
there
guy's
you
wacky.
go.
Okay.
This
Way to
guy's
think.
wacky.
Kazoo
He only
time.
has
Oh,
one
here it
side
is, here it
when he
is.
does that. You have learned so well, Chris.
There we go.
Here comes the commissioner.
Commie fans very happy.
Mm-hmm. How do you get to be those fans that are like that close to the
we go.
stage?
Is it like New Year's Eve where you have to get there like super early?
Greg Cody, 2 for 2.
Well, you
I
guys
mean,
are,
everyone's 2 for 2.
you guys are fast over there.
You guys are in the
Cody's on
future.
pace.
Can I
Yeah.
feed like 3 minutes ahead of
Yeah,
yours?
ours is
Yeah.
Hit it,
Smitty, if
Billy.
you're not,
a little
Smitty,
delayed.
if you're not 2 for 2 right now, you should quit. I mean, seriously.
There he is. All right.
That's the thing is that right now, the likes of Greg Cody are running up the score with the very obvious ones. I feel like the first 4 picks you could make pretty predictably.
First
right?
three
Unless-
for sure.
Unless I hit number 4.
Well,
Right, exactly.
Well,
Could be a trade though, Tony.
again,
I know.
the New England Patriots are now on the clock, and this is where things can get
I
interesting.
want a trade. I want a big trade.
I'm hoping that tonight we see at least 3 trades. I want to
That'd be
see a
fun.
trade that then leads to another trade that leads to another trade.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does that even happen?
Well, someone makes a trade, and then someone will trade ahead of that person, or then they'll have to trade down because they're not going to get the person that they want. I want at least 3 trades. We've been promised
3 trades in
all
the first
week.
round. Okay.
Yeah.
This might be a good spot. 4 might be a good. What if we get back-to-back trades?
How long do you guys think before we see a defensive player get taken? Because I've seen anywhere in the 8 to 10 range.
Wow. That's tough.
8.
I want to mention something. We let Stephon Diggs go for a 2nd-round pick next year. I really fully expect the Bills to not let me down. Right.
How does that work for
Surprise
you,
me.
Juju, though? Like,
It
I
does
feel
not.
like
It
they've
does
let
not.
you down a lot.
Right. It does not work for me. I mean, salute to everybody involved, but at this juncture, I need some kind of reinsurance that we give a damn. Because a 2nd-round pick next year for Diggs, T. Higgins done said the thing. Go get him.
Wow.
Rome Odunze and them boys is right there. Go get them, dare I say, because Josh is looking better than ever.
I'm trying to think who you could get if you don't trade up, though. Like, which of these guys? Brian
Shefty
Thomas Jr.?
says
Brian
There's
Thomas.
one source
Johnny
has
Mitchell.
told him there's a 0 chance the Patriots trade it.
Wow. 0.
I think that means they're going for Drake May, right?
They have to.
That's what you would think. The question with the Patriots also this season is who is calling the shots. They don't have a GM. They have a de facto GM that they haven't named the
Right,
GM.
right.
They have a first-year coach in Gerard Mayo.
Defensive-minded head coach.
You don't know if ownership is going to be more involved than they were with Bill Belichick. So you're assuming that it's Drake Maye, but you don't know who's making this decision.
Your skill players are not good.
No.
Like, there's a lot to do on that offense, and Drake May's going to be looking around. You know when you get into the huddle and you're like, who the fuck is these guys?
Don't feel insecure either, Tony. You are street fresh right now. Billy Gil is walk the red carpet fresh. You are in the streets fresh right now.
I'm just kicking it, bro. I'm just kicking it.
We discussed what we were going to wear, and we agreed to suits.
You did, but then
And
when
he
I
did
when I
not wear a
confirmed, I didn't hear you confirm with me, so I didn't want to do the old okey doke where I show up in a suit and then you don't. You're like,
When he goes logo hat, though, that kind of covers it all.
I'm keeping it serious. I'm a fan of the Shield. You know that, Billy.
Yeah. Here's another thing that we were going to do, and we didn't do because we found out really early on we weren't going to do. We were going to tell Chris Cody that we were going to dress like Kiss, and we were going to get him to be the first one to dress as Kiss and say every 3 picks one of us was going to go to makeup and dress like Kiss. But then we were going to tell him that Jesse, the makeup lady, had to leave, and he was going to be the only one dressed up in the Kiss attire.
Which is why I didn't wear the suit.
Yeah. But he said very early on he wasn't going to dress in the Kiss attire. So that was
Salute to Jess, by the way.
Ooh, pick is in. Quick pick.
Patriots pick is in. Okay.
This is what we need to keep it cooking here.
This
Get us out of here before 11.
is where things could get interesting.
What if they go McCarthy? What
They're
if they
not
go
going
JJ?
McCarthy. There's
What
no
if they
way.
go JJ Stu? What if they go JJ Stu?
I can't imagine they go JJ. Why not just take Maye here, right? He's
I
the
know,
guy.
I agree. I agree, but there's always been this JJ McCarthy hype where everybody's like, oh, my God, I love JJ. Everybody get a J. Like, Drake's, I think, better than him, but the hype train, you know how it is, Stu.
You spent all day yesterday talking to players, trying to get them to say something bad about JJ McCarthy. And one of them bit.
I did. I tried so
Okay,
hard.
before we go to that, before we talk about JJ McCarthy and before the Patriots pick officially comes in, you guys spoke to 3 first-round picks or potential first-round picks. One of them was Dallas Turner, and we have a clip of him and what he said about Jayden Daniels, who just got picked. And I don't want to go too far down so then we can't use the clip. So here's what he had to say.
How good was Jayden Dan? You played against him this year. You guys beat him, obviously. How good is he, though?
Hey, man, I like the first game when I first played him, I'll never forget how I looked up and how sick he had me. Right. And he did some read option that had ran. Like, he made me feel sorry. Like, he made me feel bad.
Really?
Yeah, he ran some type of read option, but, you know, he didn't really run past me. Like, it's like he ran behind me. Like, it's like he ran around me,
right, and
still scored. And then, like, it was just like yeah, that dude's special. And then just seeing like the arm on him too. Like, a lot of people sleep on his arm because of how fast and athletic he is. But like, he could give you 350 through the air and 250 on the ground.
Incredible.
In one game.
Yeah.
In one game. So like,
but you're a world-class athlete, and he made you feel like that?
Nah, really. Like, he's a different type of specimen. I ain't gonna lie to you, from a quarterback too. Like, but he's a quarterback at the end of the day. So like, imagine having to worry about both. Like, his arm, him dotting you up and slicing your defense up, and him just running right past you.
I feel like Dallas Turner really was trying to cost himself some draft stock.
He also made me feel like
in that interview.
He also made me feel like the Bears should have taken Jayden Daniels.
Did you guys fall in love with any of your interviews yesterday like we did last year or the year before with Chris Olave?
Yeah, we did. Hold on.
All right, the commissioners walk out on the stage. We're going to find out who it is that they took.
Oh, I now hate Drake Maye for life.
Okay, it was Drake
there we
Maye.
go. That was quick.
Yep.
Hey, what's with our TVs in here?
I don't know. We're very delayed.
Danny GQ's got to fix our TV.
Here's the good thing about it is that we're delayed. We'll just know from them who it is that was picked, and then on YouTube we were more delayed. But that's fine.
So we have 3 picks, 3 quarterbacks so far, and the first 2 picks, both Heisman Trophy winners. Do you guys know the last time the first 2 picks of the draft were Heisman Trophy winners?
Wow, good question.
Back to back, 1 and 2 Heisman Trophy winners.
Good question. Wow.
Stu, you can shout it out. Mikey A.
I know the answer, but I don't want to spoil it.
Come on, Juju, say it.
Hold on. I know. It Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota.
Bingo.
Oh, let's go.
Can you play like a kazoo fanfare, Billy, or is that not in your?
What's that?
Kazoo fanfare.
Kazoo
do you have
fanfare,
that
yeah.
in your? There you
Close.
go.
Did that work?
I like that.
I'm trying to figure out the sound to make for a trade, and we don't have a trade yet, so I don't need to know that sound at the moment.
The sound should be "Let's go Buffalo" because hopefully, goddamn it.
Yeah, if we're staying until the Bills pick, we're gonna have a very long night, Juju. They trade up.
Ooh,
That could be the
trade.
trade.
That could
I
be
like
trade
that.
one, yeah.
I like that for trades.
Is Greg Cody 3 for 3?
I think so. Check the board,
He
guys.
sure
Yep,
is.
3 for 3.
All right.
And he has Marvin Harrison Jr. going number 4 to the
Wow.
Cardinals.
This is a big pick for Chris right now.
You know who's in Boston who we should check in with potentially is the Golics. The Golics are the DraftKings studio in Boston, and they can kind of tell us what the Patriots are feeling right now, Patriot fans, etc.
Because they're there.
Because they're there.
'Cause
So
they're
they've
there,
been
yeah.
walking around the streets of Boston, presumably asking the fans, what do you guys
Getting
think?
their pulse, the
Like
pulse
what
of
you
the
hearing.
street. Yeah.
We probably should have asked beforehand what they thought was going to happen, but we didn't.
But I mean, I feel like we kind of thought it was going to be Drake May, right?
Yeah.
So
Juju, does Bogdanovich look like he's 57 years old?
Yes, exactly,
doing
brother.
a hair thing there, right?
And look, he about to hit his points tonight. We got Thursday Thunder going live and well right now. You dig me? It's a close game in Philly. Holy moly. But in Orlando right now, not so much.
That series is still going on?
Yeah, it is. Karis LeVert at the free throw line for 2.
The Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock, and this is where things could get interesting.
Didn't they say that they weren't going to take offers until right now?
Yeah. Like they're getting calls right now. Right now.
Also, salute to everybody that made it out to DraftKings Sports and Social.
Yeah.
My dog Stu Pop just texted me. You feel me? He in the building watching the kids, Mikey A and Stugotz right now, brother. It's a great vibe in there. He just sent me a picture. It's a packed house.
Reports are coming in that the Cardinals are not expected to trade this pick. This
Really?
could be
You think
a
they're
moment
fielding
for Chris
calls
Cody.
just to see?
You always got to listen.
You got to listen to the
I
last
feel like
second.
You want to hear
Tony,
to
you
see
got to pick
what's
up the
going
phone.
on.
You know that.
You
gotta
always
always
want
gotta
to
pick up the
flirt.
phone.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. You need to know your options.
It's like, what do you got? Oh, okay. All right.
Well, they have roughly 4 minutes to make a decision.
I like the I'll call you back. Right? You got to always have that in the back pockets, too. I'll call you back. Give me a second. I'm getting another call. I'll call you right back.
Here's what the
Well, I
Cardinals.
do wonder how many calls they're getting because everyone says that Marvin Harrison is the best player in this draft. Like, period, end of discussion, best player in the draft. So if you want him, this is your chance to go up and get him, right?
Well, the expectation is that this is going to be a draft of runs. There was the quick quarterback run that we had there. Could someone potentially trade up to the number 4 pick to get another quarterback here?
That would be crazy.
But then the Cardinals miss out on a wide receiver, which is what they need, depending on how
I mean,
far
there's-
back they
again,
go. Unless,
right.
unless you have someone like the Giants wanting to jump up. But the Giants were expecting to get a quarterback, and I don't think that the Chargers are going to get a quarterback, and we know that the Cardinals are not going to get a quarterback. So right now, the Giants are fine staying put, unless
Pick
Unless
is in.
the pick is in.
Oh, dude.
There is no
I want to
trade.
hear that unless, though. Unless what?
Unless.
Unless someone like the Raiders wants to come into play. Unless the Vikings want to come into play.
Ooh.
Unless someone wants to jump ahead
Chargers
of the
trade for JJ
Giants.
Chargers
to
trade
get
for
a
JJ
quarterback.
McCarthy. Exactly right. What if that happens?
Trade Trevor Lawrence to the Vikings? I don't know.
Whoa. What if we get something crazy right now?
This is where things can get
See,
interesting.
I'm looking at a room right now that looks a little unsure of themselves. They're like, all right, we did the thing.
There's
Everyone-
Marvin Harrison Jr. He's looking
Shit.
around.
The
I
camera,
said Trevor
the TV,
Lawrence.
they know. Like, they know, right?
Yeah, of course they know.
They
They're not
wouldn't
going
have
to
a
show
camera
somebody
on
who.
him. Yeah.
If it was someone else, they'd be showing us.
The
someone
last time
else.
that happened
phone
to was
yet.
Brady Quinn.
No phone call yet.
Uh-oh. Now they're showing Malik Nabers.
What?
So maybe they don't know.
There's your boy, Chris.
Wow.
I meant Justin Herbert. Sorry.
Why are you dribbling a basketball, buddy?
He's
Chris
excited.
is really excited.
Couple unis. Couple unis,
Couple
two guys.
unis on it.
I
Yeah.
got it.
He is on his phone. Neighbors is on his phone.
This is moving fast.
It
I thought
is.
this was going to go a lot slower than it's going.
It's almost like
moving
at
quick.
the 5-minute mark, it seems like teams are going to get locked in.
You guys think these guys getting drafted have people in their lives that have no idea it's draft night? Just get like random.
Just texting him like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?"
I think everyone in the lives of the people getting drafted know they're getting drafted,
Good point.
and they're trying to get something out of it.
Good point.
Just them showing Neighbors there, like I feel like this was fun for me. Either way, even if I lose.
Someone has already tipped the pick on Twitter, but I won't spoil it
Oh,
because
wow.
I feel like that is super lame.
I hate
I don't
Attaboy.
think it's good for me.
Roger Goodell is coming out, and it is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, nice catch.
Chris Cody's source was wrong.
Chris, can now
I am about to send a strongly worded text.
are you allowed to say what you told us earlier now that it didn't happen? Just in theory.
I got a hint. Someone
got a
told
hint?
me. Someone told me they had a thought.
From somebody else.
But you're
Yes.
not someone that I know to have NFL insider
true.
sources.
That's also true.
I'm also
And
young.
In previous seasons, the record for offensive draft picks taken in the first round is 19. So far, we are 4 for 4. There's an expectation that 6 quarterbacks can be taken in this first round, potentially 7 wide receivers in this first round.
7.
We may surpass the 19 offensive players taken.
Greg Cody also 4 for 4.
The Chargers are on the clock.
Chargers are on the clock.
They pick
On a pick that they can
Chargers actually make a pick
that
here?
they can definitely possibly trade.
This is where things could get interesting.
Should I take it out? Should I take it out?
Things to ponder file.
The trades to ponder file.
I would hold off. I think.
Are you sure?
I think they make the pick. I think the next pick is where we get our first trade.
So you want me to put it back?
You can put it.
You think the Chargers take the easy, obvious choice, which is Joe Alt, left tackle of the future?
I think so. Or do they get Justin Herbert at least a weapon, like one? We know we can lock in the Chargers to draft Blake Corum in the second round. Just lock that in, put that away.
I bet that, Tony. I bet that.
Yeah, put that away in the back of your mind. They're going to take Blake Corum. Wherever he is, they're going to take him. Don't worry about it.
This draft kind of feels like a fantasy draft where it's like, I can get a good receiver later.
I would not
Unless
be
there's a run.
I would not be shocked if Malik Nabers goes here. I would not be shocked if Rome Odunze goes here.
I think Nabers is a good pick for them because
Well, we saw Caleb Williams and Rome Odunze doing like a little Twitter thing together. They were on the same flight to Detroit. They seem it seems like Rome Odunze wants to end up in Chicago with him. Yeah. The Bears are interested.
Keep an eye on the Vikings. Keep an eye on the Giants. Keep an eye on the Raiders.
There's a lot of teams to keep an eye on.
Lots of teams to be keeping an eye on tonight.
And the Jets, Billy.
The Jets are fine. They're fine where they are. I don't think the Jets are going to be trading up. Do you guys think the Jets are going to trade up?
Nah.
Yeah,
Why? For what?
I think they might.
For what though, Mikey? To get an offensive lineman?
They might try to get Rome Odunze around same. Yep.
Ooh.
Really?
The Troy boys.
You guys aren't Brock Bowers guys?
Well, Mikey wants Brock Bowers. I want them to move up and take a wide receiver. So,
But
I
taking
want Brock Bowers if they stay at 10.
Taking a tight end early though is like not the best value.
That's
though,
the thing
Mikey
that I
A.
don't understand. What's
But
your guys?
Bowers isn't a tight end.
Yeah.
Bowers is a weapon.
He's a game changer.
I agree. I think he's great.
He's a game changer.
Yeah, he
all
is.
of
He's a
these
game changer.
all of these athletes are great. Hey, give it up for all the draft prospects.
Hey, can we really quick because this might be Joe Alt at this pick? Can we go to our offensive line specialist?
Did we just clap for the draft prospect?
No, I was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
channel Ginger
absolutely.
for a
Oh, I didn't
second.
hear. I will now. That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor, can we go to you for draft prospect analysis
Well, no,
from
hold
our
on a second.
specialist?
No offensive lineman has been taken yet.
But I'm saying this might be an offensive lineman pick.
Let's get ahead of
which
it.
is why I'd like to preview it, right?
No, I feel like we should wait until they get picked and then read their draft grades.
Okay.
Because if we give it away too soon, then what are
But
we
do
going
you
to talk
wanna-
about
do
in
you-
the 17th
okay, do you wanna
round, the
open up-
17th pick?
Do you want to open up the concept for our O-line specialist?
We have an offensive line specialist who was set to join us but then had to get on a flight to go to a wedding. But this offensive line specialist, Ian, sent in all of his draft grades for offensive linemen. He spends countless hours breaking down the tape.
He grinds the tape for real.
And grading the offensive lineman on his own. He gives his notes, and then he gives an actual letter grade for all the offensive linemen that he expects to be taken in the first round.
And who is Ian?
Ian is Taylor's former roommate who works in finance or sales. We're not entirely sure.
Former?
But
He's never played a snap of football.
He's never played football before. I didn't plan on sharing that information. We were just going to keep tossing it to Ian and getting his notes and his thoughts on these offensive linemen, and then at the end we would tell you, hey,
Ian's a hand in the dirt kind of guy.
This is a guy that doesn't know anything. What?
Who said that?
When you imagine who's calling into WFAN, it's strictly Ian.
Yeah.
You know how on the draft, after the pick is made, they go to Mel to like talk about the guy,
Right,
and then it's
right.
like generic music starts playing
Right,
underneath it
right.
while they're showing highlights. I'm gonna try to find some music so when like Taylor talks about the offensive lineman,
Oh, we got a
get
little
some like
some.
fun music
Yes,
underneath them.
agreed.
It's all APM music. I can help you find the tracks. That was my old life as a video producer. You're just listening to that shit all day.
So, Stugotz, Mikey, what do you think that the Chargers are going to do here? They need a wide receiver. They need a quarterback. They could use a defensive lineman, an offensive tackle, a linebacker.
Say quarterback?
They need a quarterback?
No, a cornerback.
Oh, corner.
Quarterback.
We heard
I think
corner,
it has
yeah.
to be wide receiver. Billy, it has to be wide receiver. They
To
lost
replace
Mike
Keenan
Williams,
Allen.
They lost Keenan Allen.
Mike
yeah.
Williams.
They drafted a first-round wide receiver last year, and we all know Jim Harbaugh. He loves the big guys up front. I think he wants an offensive lineman. He just doesn't want to pick one here. I think he's trying really hard to move back.
I mean, if you have a legendary one that's supposedly a great left tackle, why not just make that pick?
We really need the
They have a
goalies
left
on
tackle.
here. We really
What they need is a right tackle.
Well, Joe Alt has played both positions, I believe. I mean, he was at Notre Dame. His dad played in the NFL. He has fast hands. He's technically very sound. He is kind of a surefire NFL starter, really. So I don't know.
Play him on one side, and then you can move him over.
The Chargers will be keeping their pick. They are not trading their pick.
Wow.
Which makes the next pick very interesting.
They're taking it down to the wire, by the way.
Ian has to say about Joe Alt.
Well,
Where's Ian's analysis?
You know what, Joe Alt, our host wants to do it a different way.
Do you guys want reports? I just got told a report in
I would
my
love
ear.
a report.
Yeah,
Your
reports
first
are good.
report was wrong. But
Ian
I would love a new
Rappaport
one.
is reporting
A
that the
report.
Giants, that he thinks the Giants are going quarterback.
Wow.
That's got to be JJ McCarthy.
He's been
Has
watching
to.
this show then
Has to.
because we were
Gotta
saying
be
the
JJ.
Giants were going to try.
Exactly
to trade
right.
up for-
Exactly right.
Yeah.
He's locked in on the show.
Sam Hartman at 6.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Who is the best available right now, Chris Cody?
Let me see here. Our best available, Marvin Harrison, off the board now. So
Yes.
Malik Nabers.
Probably all.
Malik Nabers is best, followed by Odunze and Brian Johnson Jr. It's all receivers basically at the top right now.
Wow.
Are you sure you're not just reading the best available wide receivers?
That could be
I
what's
was doing
That's
that.
what he was doing.
Malik Nabers is ahead of Joe Alt on this list, though. Joe Alt is second. Apologies.
Chargers going down on the wire here. Minute 30 and
Pick
counting.
is in.
Oh, all right.
Is
The
in.
pick is in.
Jim Harbaugh's first pick.
It's got to be a big guy.
It's got to be Blake Corum.
Can you imagine? He's like, I got a feeling
Got a
about
real
him.
chuckle out of you.
Got a feeling at him.
What do you think, Stu?
Blake Corum.
I think Malik Nabers.
Wow.
Is
Ran
there
into Joe Alt yesterday, and that dude made me feel small.
Yeah.
He is huge.
Well, he's going to be an NFL player. So they're all kind of big.
Yeah.
It's true. But he is particularly, I did meet him at the Golick Foundation golf outing last year. He's
Are you going to that
very
this year? When is that? Isn't that like a June thing?
Going to that. Yes, it is. It's a
Guess
June
my
thing.
invite got lost
Cubs
in the mail
have
again.
a home stand against the Mets that weekend, doing a little, maybe a Stugotz, little DraftKings Sportsbook at Wrigley.
Ooh.
Little this, little that.
How's DraftKings Sports and Social looking for you guys? Is there like a diverse crowd, or is it all Lions fans?
It's pretty diverse. I think it's mostly Lions fans. We got people playing skee ball over there, some beer pong.
Billy, it's fantastic. It really is. It's super nice. There are a lot of Levitard Show fans here. There are people waiting for autographs here off to my right. The food is
There's a line.
fantastic. I got a bucket of Miller Lights. I am ready to
Hell
go.
yeah.
All right, so Jim Harbaugh talked up JJ McCarthy a lot. Will he do the unthinkable and draft his
No.
college quarterback
Can you imagine?
and then trade Justin
No.
Herbert
Can
away?
you imagine?
If he drafts JJ McCarthy,
The world will burn.
this draft will go insane.
Yeah.
Because immediately every team that needs a quarterback will be calling Los Angeles.
The Dolphins calling Billy.
I was actually thinking about a scenario in which the Dolphins drafted a quarterback in the first round today.
The scenario is when you have to pay Tua $55 million.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but I was wondering what would happen if that was the case.
Is it kazoo time?
Yeah, we're getting
Almost.
close
We're
to
so
kazoo
close.
time.
So
yeah.
close.
Should we do like a hand motion thing when I'm trying to signal? It's
Yeah,
kazoo
yeah.
time?
Just like play
I'll do
an
like
air
a-
kazoo.
Over to you. Oh, it's kazoo time.
Dallas packed on a couple of pounds there, huh?
Wow.
Here we go.
Jessica was right.
Wow, there it is.
Joe Alt.
Joe Alt.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big man.
It's a good pick. It's a good
Is
pick.
that? Did Greg Cody have Joe Alt?
Did he?
Oh, he had Malik
First
Nabers.
miss.
Wow.
Did not.
Uh-oh.
He did not have
Wow.
Joe Alt.
Joe Alt decided not to go to the draft. He decided to watch
kick it at home. Okay.
with his family.
Do you like that?
I do.
If you're a top 10 guy, I feel like you got to be in the building.
Well, I mean, he didn't know he was going to be a top 10 guy. He assumed.
I
I'm
mean,
guessing.
It was a good assumption.
Best
but-
offensive lineman in the draft, you're going to go top 10.
Yeah, I think I would want to be with my family probably,
Hmm.
and then you don't have to rush to the airport. Don't they fly them like straight to the airport if you go in like the top 5 and you go like straight to wherever you got drafted?
Straight to
They're going to be there like tonight.
Straight to team
taking
headquarters?
pictures. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems kind of sad.
We now have
I don't
our
like that.
first offensive lineman who's been taken off the board and can go to Ian's draft grades on Joe Alt.
For
Taylor?
for context, why he does this, he's a massive Jets fan, and he always wants the Jets to draft an offensive lineman. So his grade for Joe Alt was report, instead of handing him a jersey, Roger Goodell should hand Alt a gold jacket when he walks on stage because he's headed straight to Canton.
Wow.
Dad played in the NFL. Brother played in the NHL. He just has the genetics to be a multi-time All-Pro at the left tackle position. My opinion, the best player in the draft. Pick grade, an A+.
Multi-time.
Wow.
A+. It sounds like a steal for
Trying to
Jim
miss.
Harbaugh at number 5.
That
On the clock now,
Now
friends,
do
are
it
the
in Spanish,
Giants.
Taylor.
Do it in Dominican.
What?
Que lo que?
Joe Alt looks like a guy named Joe Alt.
Yeah, he does. That was actually really good, like draft stuff from Ian.
Yeah. I mean, we're not just going to put any slouch on the air,
That's right.
even though you're dressed kind of.
Well, I mean,
whatever.
again, I missed the.
Anyways, the Giants are on the
meeting.
clock now. They didn't have to trade up to get a quarterback. Are they still, in fact, looking to get a quarterback? Are they going to take JJ McCarthy? Because Malik Nabers is still out there if they want to get a weapon.
I'm just trying to think of who they have on their roster right now that can help Daniel Jones or JJ McCarthy or whoever they have.
They don't have wide receivers.
They don't have.
Tony.
Yeah, they don't have anybody. They don't
It's a
have
tough
anybody.
spot to put a quarterback in for sure.
It's the same as the Patriots. It's an impossible spot. They have absolutely nobody.
Breaking news: the Florida Panthers are up on your Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2.
Okay.
Back
I
to
don't know,
you.
do we have that game? Oh yeah, we
It's
got
up there.
Yeah,
It's
we
tiny
got
in the
it there.
corner, yeah. But today's draft day.
That's true.
I feel like JJ McCarthy has been the most controversial quarterback of this draft cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Pick is in.
Maybe a little misunderstood. Wow, the Giants. Okay, well, they must have known who they
That's
wanted.
how you do it, Giants.
Because the pick is already in.
The pick is in. They want us out of here early tonight.
I love that for us.
I mean, it's moving pretty slow.
No.
We're cruising along,
Almost
baby.
9.
What?
JJ McCarthy said that the Giants spoke to him more than anybody, that he actually thought the Giants are going to take him. It'd be really funny if they took Malik Nabers.
Remember the rap report.
JJ McCarthy spent Easter with the Giants. Whatever that means.
I wonder if they did like a
That's
brunch or a dinner.
I wonder if they did an Easter egg
Did he
hunt.
get a basket or
Painting the eggs.
Do you let him win? Do you let his family win? What do you do there? I don't think Dable lets anyone win an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, he seems pretty locked
The
in.
Easter egg hunt is the most annoying of all the holiday traditions.
I had a situation
You think so?
I had a situation this year where we were going to do Easter at my aunt's house, and that's where we do the Easter egg hunt. However, there were family members who were not going to be there with children.
You end up doing 7.
I did like 20
I
Easter egg
did
hunts.
like
We did one on
6 egg
Saturday.
hunts.
We did one on Sunday. She did one at school on Friday.
By the end, she's like, I'm done with this. I don't want to look for eggs anymore.
Well, no, she was excited to do it because my daughter's 2 years old, but every night we were just doing 7 Easter egg hunts because she has all these eggs that she's gotten from all these places. Like, let's hide the eggs. And then guess what happens when we're doing the Easter egg hunt? I have to hide them in the most obvious places because she's a 2-year-old.
Just kinda
so what
throw
am I
them on the
supposed to
floor.
do? And then she says, Daddy, I'm going to hide them. You find them. And I say, okay, I'm going to find them. And she immediately tells me exactly where they are. Or she puts all of them right in the exact same spot. And then it's not a fun Easter egg hunt for me. If I'm going to participate, I want to have fun too. Sorry.
You like
if
to be
that's selfish.
challenged.
I do. So
be better?
Yeah.
They're showing McCarthy.
Hopefully she gets better with Easter egg hunts as the time goes on, but we'll see. To be determined.
Well, the pick is in.
Pick is in.
If the Giants do take JJ McCarthy, should Giants fans be excited about this? The last time that they picked a quarterback, Charlotte and I were actually at a bar in New York, and we were working for Sports Illustrated, and the Giants fans in the bar were really upset. They did not
They weren't
want
happy with Danny Dimes?
By the way, Diana Rossini says it's not a quarterback.
Whoa!
It's kazoo time, Billy.
Keep an eye on Malik Nabers.
Hit that kazoo.
Keep an eye on Malik Nabers. Oh, here we go.
Nabers?
It's Nabers!
Wow, Chris was
Wow.
off. Just a couple picks off.
You can hear the sigh of
Greg
relief
Cody
from Daniel Jones.
had Nabers going the pick ahead of this, so he's wrong with this pick also.
Wow.
He had Rome Odunze, a different wide receiver, so close, but not quite there, Greg.
Or JJ McCarthy and to spend his Easter with the Giants. So
I know.
Mhm.
What a drag.
Now
a lot of
things.
people here are upset because they wanted to see Michigan man JJ McCarthy go.
Now, my dad's next pick is already wrong because he had Joe Alt going next.
Uh-oh.
Now things get
It's a run.
interesting.
It's unraveling. It's a run.
This is
all
why,
falling
this is
apart.
why making a mock
It's a
prediction
free fall
thing
for
is
Greg
tough.
Cody.
When the draft started getting hard, he fell apart.
Now things get interesting because the Titans do not need a quarterback here.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings still need a quarterback. The Raiders still need a quarterback.
Should I take it out?
Do the Broncos need a quarterback? I don't know.
Hmm.
Are they going to commit to Zach Wilson? Here's a theory that we were talking about earlier this week that never made air, Stugotz, that I'm wondering what you and Mikey A think about in regards to Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson, when he was on the Jets, wore number 2. However, he cannot wear number 2 in Dallas because Patrick Surtain Jr. Or in Denver, sorry, because Patrick Surtain Jr. is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
The question becomes, does Zach Wilson wear number 3 so that they can get rid of all of the Russell Wilson jerseys that they already had made?
That's an excellent point.
Yes.
They did switch uniforms, but I assume they had some made. So do they just give him number 3 to clear out the stock? Because I think they have a 0, 1, a 2, a 4, a 5, 7's retired, then 18's retired, or is not, I don't know if it's retired yet, but it's going to be retired because of Peyton Manning.
In the rafters,
give it to him.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly right. So, things to ponder. Oh, hey, trades to ponder.
Here it is.
Right here. Is
Trades,
it time? Is this our first trade of the night?
I don't know if it's our first trade of the night, but I think we could start kind of taking a look at some possibilities for trades. So if we want to go into the trades to ponder file, I'm going to put it here on my tower really quick. I just want to take out something. Ooh, this one's a good one.
Rough night for the Titans. People thought the Titans were going to go after Joe Alt if he was still there, but obviously he is not there.
Oh,
so what do
there we
they
go.
do?
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Sarah Spain
is doing something.
Which is in the draft?
Okay.
Oh, okay. She said it looks like Stugotz. All right. First thing from the trades to ponder file. Ladies and gentlemen. Billy, it's funny that you say about Denver. Is Denver a dark horse to draft a QB, move up via trade, and draft a QB? Stu, you talked about it earlier this week. Their QB room is probably the worst of all time.
Yes.
Do you see them possibly moving up? JJ McCarthy's there. They got to beat the Vikings. They got to beat the Raiders. Like, there's some teams that they have to
Tony, I
jump.
think they could stay put, like stay where they are and still get, Bo Nix or get Michael Penix Jr. So I don't know, like you get a trade up to get those guys or get JJ McCarthy. I don't think so. So I think they're going to stay right where they are, and they might take a quarterback. But what Mikey A and I have to live with is whether or not Sean Payton can turn Zach Wilson into a Hall of Fame quarterback. And my guess is, okay.
That would just be my nightmare.
Here's something to keep an eye on that we were talking about, and I saw on NFL Network earlier today. If the Broncos love Bo Nix, could they potentially trade down and get him later in the first round and accumulate more picks? And they were saying, and I'm going to steal it, picks for Nix.
Nice,
Billy.
What else is interesting here is 7, 8, 9, 10 all probably aren't taking a quarterback, but 11, 12, 13 all want to.
That's why there's trades.
At this point, they're all just thinking about who do I trade up? It's like playing chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to move up. I want the quarterback, but I can wait. But I don't want him to move up, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Realistically, we have, 3 more quarterbacks that will be taken potentially in the first round? You have JJ McCarthy.
Pick is in.
Nope, the pick is in.
Do we think they're going defense here, Tennessee? Now that there's a left tackle off the board, do we think there's a run on tackles now?
Dallas Turner, edge rusher, best available, and I have the right list selected.
All right.
Friend of the show.
I was going to say we might have one of our interviews from yesterday go here.
Yeah. How did that go?
It's fantastic.
Okay.
And Greg Cody has Dallas Turner going next.
The pick is in.
So let's see here.
Pick is in.
Titans are in a tough spot.
And they went to commercials.
This is where things could get interesting.
Billy, to answer your question, and this is what draft week is all about. Okay, Mikey A and I went to and Danny as well went to the Procter & Gamble house. Okay, and this is what they had at the Procter & Gamble house.
Oh, Old Spice.
Besides players, besides top 15 picks, they had Old Spice. Okay, and that, my friend, a lot of Old Spice. And that, my friend, is what draft week is all about.
That says Gentleman's Total Body, but
Total
it's deodorant.
Body.
Would you put that
Total body?
Yeah, I got
Billy.
this. Billy, I got this
Everywhere,
for you.
Billy. Everywhere.
Wow. How are you going to get all that stuff back on the airplane? Are you going to
I
check
don't know.
a bag?
I got this for Tony.
You definitely cannot take
Oh, thank you,
razors.
Stu.
I don't think.
Oh,
on
we're
a
checking
carry-on,
a bag.
can you?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, check a
what am I
bag.
gonna do with the Tide Pods?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Downing, rinse,
Those
and
are
refresh.
so delicious.
Chris, for you.
Yep.
My man.
Juju, how's this going so far?
The NBA playoffs are going on simultaneously, so
Yeah.
I'm here, but I'm not, but I'm here for sure.
How the NBA playoffs
for me.
going?
Halftime, brother. The New York Knicks and White Dante are striving to the goal right now.
He got cut, right? What happened to him? He got injured earlier, didn't he?
This was not Stugotz's football to have signed, by the way. He just took it and gave it to the prospects and told them sign it, and then he stole it.
What do you do with that stuff? Because you had a dirty hat at the Super Bowl that you were asking everyone to sign, from Little Dicky to Rome Odunze to Michael Penix Jr. What do you do with these things? Because they're so random that it's not like you're going to sell them. What do you do with them?
Nothing.
I'm fairly certain that football's getting left in Troy, Michigan.
It's getting the autograph. That's all I care about. Once I get them, I don't really care.
So here's the other thing about it, Mikey. Last year at Super Bowl, and not this past year, the year before, we had Emmitt Smith come on with us, and he came and signed a bottle of tequila. And he then, Stugotz, left the bottle. He made sure that he was the one to end up with that bottle of tequila that was autographed. And then he left it there. And I think Juju ended up with that bottle of tequila of Emmitt Smith. I don't remember or not, but Stugotz definitely left it there.
They're a better autograph than Russell Wilson signing a sandwich.
He also took that. He also took that. He put it in a Ziploc bag and had it in his fridge for a little bit. The danger witch. Yeah.
I definitely have that
around the signature. I bet.
What do you do with that bottle, Juju? Do you drink from it or you keep it closed?
No, I show everyone who comes in my house, hey, Emmitt Smith signed this.
Where did he sign it? Did he sign it on like the plastic that keeps the lid on it, or he signed like the actual glass bottle?
He signed the actual glass.
Oh, that's nice. So you could drink it and then just refill it with whatever.
Right, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we think will draft JJ McCarthy now?
What?
The Vikings?
What takes Roger Goodell so long? The pick has been in for
it's
5
a commercial
minutes
break,
now.
Bill. It's a full 2.5 minute commercial
That's what we
break.
didn't account for, Billy, in our timing of this, was the commercial
We're
breaks.
well ahead of schedule from the times. I gave everybody a full 10 minutes. Like right now we would by pick number 4.
It's the top of the hour. They got to go to the full commercial break.
Yes.
Hey, F1 is coming to Miami.
They got to
Who's
pause
excited?
for station identification.
Hey, Billy, you see that picture of Detroit as they come back in there? You see that whole place?
Yes.
That's a place I've never seen or been to.
Nope. Nowhere near that.
Honestly, that feels like not a real version of Detroit. I went to Detroit and it did not look like that. That looks like a tropical destination.
Well, that's like when they show Bayside as Miami.
Should we check in with Lucy in Detroit?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. No is the answer.
We got told no earlier.
Yeah. All right.
I'm told that we are pre-recording her stuff now, so she will be sending in like little clips that we can play because we're a little unsure of the
great
connection.
Well, she caught up with some Chargers fans if we want to check that real quick before the Titans officially announce their pick.
Oh, he's up at the
go to
podium.
the pick.
All right,
Oh,
never
never mind. Hit the kazoo. Kazoo it. How'd you learn how to play kazoo?
You know, it's one of those things that you didn't know you could do until you do it.
Good point.
Wow, JC Latham.
Who's that?
A tackle.
Can't wait to hear the evaluation on him.
Who is that is a great question.
He was like projected to go top 10 in every draft. Other than Greg Cody's, I guess. Greg's on a.
Does Greg even have him on the board?
Greg had him 17.
Yikes.
There's going to be a little bit of a run on tackles, it appears, from Alabama.
JC Latham, I think, went slightly earlier than a lot of people expected, but a first-round pick nonetheless.
I think he went right where he was expected if it appeared to be a offensive line
run
dominated.
Yeah. I feel like they were crossing their fingers hoping to God that the Giants went JJ McCarthy so they could have gotten Joe Alt, but then they were like, all right, who's the next best guy? Latham, all right, let's get him.
I kind of wonder if the Titans could have traded down to get him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like
good question.
They could have traded down to get him and gotten an additional pick out of this, but what do I know? I've never run an NFL team.
You'd be a great GM.
Okay. 7 offensive players have been taken. Hey, we also have an offensive lineman report on him from Taylor's roommate, Ian, who's not here, so it's actually going to be Taylor telling us. Taylor?
JC Latham. Don't love Latham as much as the experts. Can never trust a lineman coming out of Alabama, and he looked like he was on ice skates against Michigan at the Rose Bowl. Pick grade, C-.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Titans definitely could have traded down for a C- at 7.
Wow. Ice skates against Michigan.
According to Taylor's roommate.
Oh, the pick is in for Atlanta.
Atlanta has already made the pick. The pick is in for Atlanta. We're flying right now.
Okay.
We also could go back and we can check with Chargers fans.
That's how you hug the commissioner right there. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Good hug.
Yeah, he's going to be good, that guy.
Stu, if you're a big guy.
Wait, hold on. Who is it that's going to be good? Who is that guy?
JC Latham.
Okay, good.
There you go.
I wasn't
Stu,
sure.
if you're a big guy, you got to lift Goodell, right? Like he just did?
Yeah, you got to.
If you're an offensive lineman or defensive lineman, you gotta pick him up and walk him a little bit.
You want to try to strain his back.
Yeah. Or crack it at least.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good time to kind of injure one of his vertebrae because he's never going to come out and say that one of the
Lineman broke
One
my
of the
back.
linemen broke his back.
My brother Raj, he don't like that.
No?
Trust me, I
That's
know.
true. That's his
Wow.
boy. That's true. That's true.
We go back.
According to Schefter, the Falcons.
Whoa!
What?
Careful.
Careful.
Hold on.
We don't like spoilers on this.
According to people,
No,
That-
say it. Come on, tell
The
us.
in
Falcons win.
consideration that somebody who picks at 8 might be considering a quarterback despite signing Kirk Cousins.
Wow.
At least
look
he
at
didn't
that.
hedge it all.
You're
you
already going.
imagine?
You're already going for
JJ
plan.
McCarthy at
we can
8.
say, we're not tipping picks. We're waiting for the TV broadcast. What does the YouTube audience want?
Ask them. I don't know.
The
I'm
YouTube
assuming
audience
comments.
think
YouTube
we are
audience, let us
slower
know.
than molasses. They like the draft
They've
is
already
slow.
found out.
Right,
They
like-
found out 20 minutes ago. Atlanta State.
Salute though to the YouTube audience.
Yeah,
We
thanks
love
if you're
you.
watching. Sorry if we're disappointing you.
We're not disappointed.
Nice
them.
bite there.
Right, very clutch bite. From
Yeah, but no one can see it. I was doing it when I knew I wasn't on camera. I
Yeah,
was trying
yeah.
to sneak it in.
Should we go to Chargers fans?
Yeah, let's check out the Chargers fans.
How do you feel?
You know, I was hoping Malik Nabers, but in Harbaugh we trust. With U of M fan, I know all about Harbaugh. He's going to build that lineup, and we're going to run the ball down their throats.
You're never going to pass the ball ever.
Well,
Ever.
we're going to play fake for Herbert. We're going to figure out the wide receiver thing, though, in the later rounds. You'll see.
Okay, sure. How are you feeling?
Well, I could be better, honestly. Initial reaction, I'm depressed. But we could bounce back, you know. I mean, we could get Brandon Ayuk. I heard about that. So we need a wide receiver. That's what I thought. I don't know. Lucy! Yeah, Lucy. But,
Thank you.
that's all I got to say about it. I mean, shit. I don't know.
You can say shit. It's allowed.
You can take shit. All right.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Yeah. I can't believe it, honestly.
Do you want a hug or something? I feel bad for you.
Thank you.
He collapsed to the ground.
Thanks, Lucy.
Billy, they're showing Michael Penix Jr. on the broadcast right now. They're showing Michael Penix Jr. on the broadcast. There's no way that they take Penix. There's no way they take Penix.
Is a JJ McCarthy slide in full effect right now?
Oh my God! Can you
Is he a
imagine?
smoke screen all
It was a
along?
smoke screen the entire time.
I still think the
Could he
Vikings might
slide
take him.
all the way down to the Vikings at 11, who many thought might trade up to get him?
or be
Absolutely.
Or
content
the
with getting
Vikings
Michael
at
Penix.
23.
Yeah, 2 picks. 23 would be a free fall.
On ESPN, Michael Penix Jr. is the 36th best player available right now.
All right.
Ridiculous.
Where is he on the list
Is
of
he on
wide
your dad's board?
receivers? He wouldn't be because he's a quarterback.
That's right.
I don't think Chris
Again,
can-
you should be
I
a
don't think
GM.
Chris can hear me.
You should be a gem.
Yeah.
Taylor said he was Dan's #1 quarterback, but he for some reason doesn't want to say that on his microphone.
The most timid
Small
Cuban
sample
ever.
size.
It doesn't want to get okay.
It is true though. Dan very high on Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah, check his EKG. It'll tell you everything you need to know.
He was also big on Mike Lennon.
He was also big on David Carr.
Yeah. Oh, let's hear it. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I just did that. Penix top 10. Oh my God. Oh.
I cannot
Whoa.
believe that.
Stu, what odds did you get?
This is where things get interesting.
You
Oh my
called
God,
it, dude. You called it. This is where things get interesting.
What's going on at the DraftKings social and sports up
Oh
there?
my
Sports
God.
and social, sorry.
Chris, it was plus 100. Chaos here, Billy, because I just won. I won a big bet
Plus 100.
Plus
Oh,
100. You made 10,000 or 1,000?
just to get picked in the top 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, yes.
Plus 1,000. That
Okay.
makes more sense.
Say plus
1,000.
100.
Damn, Michael Penix Jr. to the
Terrible
Falcons.
odds, dude. What's that about?
Michael Penix I loved in college, but I think the questions of him were like, A, he's a little bit older because he was in college for a while, so was Jayden Daniels, and B, he had a bunch of injury concerns. And also the Falcons just paid Kirk Cousins a lot of money.
Well, we're going live to Lucy for her reaction to this trade.
Lucy, what is happening?
The Falcons just drafted Michael Penix Jr. on purpose.
On purpose.
I think he's great. But you didn't need him. A lot of other people needed him. Everyone's in shock. This guy, he's just sat here in shock the whole time. I don't know what's going on. And it's really
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
Hope that went well.
I cannot believe they took Michael Penix Jr.
So fire for the city of Atlanta. Stand up. You got to know, man. We got that nerd at quarterback right now talking for shizzle. Like, bro, that's the big move for Atlanta. But I might go to a game or two this year just to see. Because I feel like.
Tony, it makes me wonder, though.
Juju, you and me.
Like maybe they trade that pick.
Falcons game in Atlanta. I'm there.
Hold on a second.
I think someone told them to take Penix and they traded.
Hold on a second.
Wow.
You think that the Falcons took Michael Penix to then trade him later today?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's a possibility.
That's interesting.
Something to ponder.
What do we think the Bears do here? The pick is in.
Yeah. You're making me
Rome
nervous
Odunze
because they're going to take Bowers, and Mikey wants Bowers, and I think they're going to take Bowers.
If they take Bowers, then we get Odunze.
Oh, that's true.
I gotta go Odunze.
Yeah,
Fight back, Bills. Fight back. Damn.
I would not have guessed Penix was the first Washington player to go.
Well, people had him linked to the Raiders. Now the Raiders, are they kicking themselves for not trading up? The Vikings still got JJ McCarthy without having to make a move because I don't see a quarter. There's not going to be a quarterback taking the next two picks.
Billy,
so the
they
Vikings
have Sam
don't have
Darnold.
to go anywhere.
They have Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Salute to Michael Penix's cousin, too. He fresh as hell with the pink satin suit on. I see you, bro. Mike, you might should have worn that one, Mike.
With the diamond bow tie.
You feel me? Who he play for?
Billy, you say you don't see a team taking a quarterback. I'll remind you, the Jets quarterback is 40 years old, coming off an Achilles.
Yeah, but there's no way that the Jets are going to take a quarterback and piss off Aaron Rodgers. There's no way.
It would be hilarious.
It would be great,
He
but
would
there's
be
no
so
way that
mad
they do
yet
it.
again.
The wheels are falling off for Greg Cody right now.
Are they?
He doesn't have Penix in the first round at all.
That should be like a -2.
It seems as though Greg will not be joining us today. He got the first predictable 4 right, and he has gotten everything wrong since then.
Yeah, and also he has Brian Thomas going to the Bears, which at this point they got to go with Odunze, right?
Yeah. I would agree with
They might
you
end
on
up with the best quarterback and the best wide receiver in this draft.
Things
which
are
would be
falling
crazy.
together perfectly for the Bears tonight. They didn't have to make any moves. They're going to get 2 of their biggest needs.
Yep.
They're going to get arguably one of the best receivers in the draft, if not the best receiver in the draft.
We haven't gone to the trades to ponder file in a second, but I do want to take something out because with Penix gone, I had a question. If there's a run on QBs, will somebody trade up to draft Michael Penix Jr.? That one is gone, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you know?
By the way,
what's in
can I
the
just
file?
point out that the reason Kirk Cousins said he went to the Falcons was because he loved their long-term plan for him? Apparently, it's probably sped up a little bit.
So
now.
did Matt Ryan. That didn't turn out well.
Stugotz, Mikey A, Ian Rappaport is reporting the Jets are working on a trade.
I'm
Of course
telling
they
you,
are.
maybe for Penix.
So is Kirk going to be one and done? Okay, I'll just say yes. Or
No,
no.
Billy, I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen.
Literally, we're all thinking like, didn't they just sign him to a decent deal?
Right, he was hurt last year, so it'd be foolish if you go in.
The pick is in for the Bears.
And getting Devin Ritter out
Adele is at the podium.
Oh, he's there? Oh, boy, where's my kazoo? Hold on. Hold on, Roger.
No, those are the cookies. Oh, a quick one.
Odunze for the Bears.
There we go.
Wow, good.
Wow.
You're excited, aren't you?
Good 1-9.
I might have to
You're winning
take back my
draft night.
Bears
You're winning-
analysis from earlier. Oh, my God.
Rome Odunze.
What do you got on
Autograph Stugotz' hat.
What do you got on Rome
On behalf of
Odunze?
Sharpie. What?
What do you have on Rome Odunze there?
What do I have on him?
Yeah, you got a bunch of papers and stuff.
Great
wide receiver.
Little earlier than we thought. Yeah, no, obviously.
Oh.
Number 3. But because we talked to him, he kind of went up my draft board a little bit.
Oh, so you...
If you talk to us, you go higher on my
Yeah,
draft board.
yeah.
Oh, there's a trade.
No way. No
Oh,
way.
yes.
No way.
Trade alert.
That was good.
Trade alert.
I didn't have it planned.
Okay, what's happening here? What's happening
How
here,
far
team?
back? What are they doing?
All right,
What
so
are
the
they-
Jets have traded.
Oh,
Minnesota.
Jets are trading with the Vikings.
The
Wow.
Vikings have traded up 1 pick. What?
Genius.
I wonder what it cost him.
So
Round, probably.
Vikings have moved up 1 pick, presumably to get JJ McCarthy. We don't know
you
that.
just do
Yeah, but
it
you
to
guys
make
realize
sure the
you guys-
Raiders don't.
Well, no. Is it to make sure that?
It's to make sure the Raiders or
the Broncos.
Yeah.
Right.
The Broncos are right after them. These next 3 picks, it's speculated, are going to be, or well, not now because of the Jets, but 11, 12, 13 all needed quarterbacks. The Vikings moved up 1 pick to essentially block the Broncos or Raiders from moving ahead of them in the draft so that they could get the quarterback that they want. Is what I think is happening.
I think the moment that the Falcons drafted Michael Penix instead of JJ McCarthy, the Vikings got on the phone ASAP and were like, Jets, what do you want? We
Yeah.
need to jump you ASAP.
Yeah. And Jets got on the phone. They talked to the Broncos. They talked to
Yeah,
the
but
Raiders.
They said, let me call you back.
That means someone with the Jets, Tony, had to convince them that they were going to take JJ McCarthy. Otherwise, you'd stay there.
Sure, true. But I'm sure there was a couple calls.
I'm seeing here the Jets get 11, 129 overall, and 157 overall for 10 and 203.
This is being, what, a fourth rounder?
That's the Zach Wilson pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Zach.
Yep.
Damn, Kirk Cousins is getting paid like $100 million for 2 years.
Yeah.
Penix is already 24.
Good for him.
So
Sit.
if he's the starter.
You sit. You
he's
learn
gonna
from
be
a legend.
26 by the time he takes over.
That's more than enough time.
Stugotz is right, and they trade him away.
That would be a great call.
They
by
might
Stu.
trade him.
That'd be a great call by Stu.
Billy, I want you to think about this, though. Joe Douglas picked up the phone and called someone because you said, no, they'll never draft a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers, they're not going to do that to him. He convinced the Vikings somehow that he might take JJ McCarthy.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
actually what just happened.
Or he convinced them the Raiders are on the other line. Trying to get in.
Stu.
go.
They said, "Hey, I got him on. I got the Raiders on the other line. Give me a second. I'll call you right back." And they're like, "No."
Folks, we are in it right now.
So, Tony, how do you
Things are
do that?
happening.
Like when you pick up the phone, do you say, I'm on the other phone with
Yes. I'm on the other phone with Mark Davis. What can
you
I
put
help
him on
you
hold
with?
for 10 seconds?
Yeah.
No one on the other phone.
Make
right.
it quick. I'm talking to him.
Can I just say?
And then what you do is you click back and you act like you didn't know you clicked back, and you say something like, "Yeah, I mean that's a really good offer." Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I love this chemistry, by the way, guys. We're knocking it out of the park
Thank
tonight.
you.
We're in 3 different locations. Maybe
think
Boston.
we're doing
4, really.
legitimately a good job.
Thank you.
Also, Mikey, I didn't mean to step on you there.
Oh, I'm eating a pizza. You weren't
I
supposed
want
to
to
see
say shout out. Vikings pick is in. I want to say shout out to the Bears for not screwing it up. Took the 2 obvious choices, didn't overthink it, didn't have to give anything away stupidly for it. Shout out to the Bears tonight. Still don't want to pay for your stadium, but you guys.
I think they'll still
You guys
figure
did
a
a
way
good
to
job.
screw it up, but
I
for
agree.
now it's good.
I feel questionable about the entire organization and their ability to develop quarterbacks, but they did well tonight.
that. Best division in the NFL?
Ooh, I think it's still the AFC North.
Yeah,
Shouts out to the
this-
Buffalo Bills who don't give a damn about my heartbeat or my survival in America.
There's time, Juju. There's time. Don't worry.
Being a sports fan is terrible.
Yeah, sports suck.
Anyways, I hope
Anyways,
you guys
the
are enjoying
draft.
our draft show.
The draft
We're
and the
enjoying
NBA
doing
playoffs.
it. This is fun. This has been crazy. I didn't expect Penix to go. Number
Are we
10,
gonna? You guys, let's stay the whole first round. What do you think? No? Okay.
number 8.
It goes this fast.
It's flying.
It feels
I'm
like
sorry.
the Oscars this year. They're like, we know that people get bored. We need this shit to be over because we know people are turning on the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. We got a lot going on tonight.
So when we were doing this beforehand, I projected that the number 10 pick for the Jets was going to happen at 9:50, and it is 9:16. They've
We are
traded the pick.
flying.
We're way ahead of
We are
schedule.
flying.
Way ahead of schedule tonight.
Do you feel stupid wearing a Steelers shirt when the Bears have clearly won the draft?
I don't actually, but I will work on the house. If anyone here knows how to sew,
House
I've got
divided.
a bear down Chicago Bears shirt. You could.
Juju's great at putting shirts together. So, and he's got
Juju,
a house
oh my
divided
God, can you make
jersey.
me a house divided Bears
He has one.
Steelers
Hell
shirt
yeah.
for the season.
I almost wore my Bills and Eagles jersey, but they was in Detroit, so I wanted to represent.
Can I ask you a question, Jessica? Why did you bring a friend to sit outside and just watch
I think
this?
she went to get drinks with Jesse like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Oh,
And
I
because
did.
she's awesome.
She
She's
is.
an awesome friend.
Priya's here. It was bring your child to work today, so
Yeah.
I brought my mother figure, and I'm her child. So
Okay.
So
it
you
works.
switched
Nice.
it. Bring your mother to
Yes.
work day.
Correct.
All right.
/ bestie.
That works.
She's a new auntie, by the way. Salute to Priya.
Oh,
Oh, I thought-
Korea. Mm-hmm. All right.
To be honest, she just didn't want to watch the Knicks game with her husband, so I
So
was
she
like,
wants to
yeah,
watch
come
it
to
here?
work with me.
Isaiah Hartenstein for 2, by the way. 66-64 Knicks lead.
Wow.
8:28
Sounds like a
left
great
in the
game.
third.
Can't wait to watch the replay
Ooh.
tomorrow.
Oh, I got Knicks up 2 here. Yeah.
All right. Someone's going to be joining us on this screen.
Bam. Whoa, you like that?
Wow, look at this.
That's like if we're there, dude. Look at that.
We're joining you
we are.
live.
This is
from
literally
Detroit,
live right
waiting
here.
for the Vikings pick right here.
The broadcast is showing us JJ McCarthy right now at home with his family.
On the
Everybody's-
phone?
It
Not on the
it has
phone.
to be JJ McCarthy, right?
Billy,
He's been
you should
linked
have
to the
sent me
Vikings
and
the whole
Mikey
time.
A to JJ's house. I mean,
Ooh.
closer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
actually would have been a good idea.
You guys doing the show from behind JJ would have been great.
Yeah, you should have gone to JJ's house.
You tried so hard.
You know what we need to do? You know what we need to do next year, Stugotz? We need to actually get you at a Draft Picks house because we had conversations where Lucy potentially was going to be there doing a fit check of one of the players in the first round where they were putting on their suit or whatever. We need to get you in one of the Draft Picks houses next year.
Okay. One of these years, try to get me to the draft.
You're in
next year's draft, Green Bay.
Oh, yeah. You're fighting to get to Green Bay
Wisconsin.
next year?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to Green Bay. But no, I'm going to someone's house now. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. We just need to buddy up with one of the top picks in the NFL draft. No big deal. And convince them to not go to the draft and stay home and invite you to that house. But other than that, we're good. It's all figured out.
Seems easy.
We'll be fine.
Billy, I'm going to Green Bay-ish.
Yeah.
There's no ish there.
The thing is if we send you to Milwaukee next year instead of Green Bay, you're not going to complain.
True.
It'd be funny if one team's war room was having like a pajama party and they weren't all in suits.
I feel like we did that during
Hello,
COVID.
fight breaks out.
The COVID vibes were very pajama party-ish.
Remember the dog?
Oh, my God. I love that dog.
Wasn't his name Nike?
Was it?
I thought it was Nike.
It might have been. I know it was a Klee, right? Is that what it's called? Like
I
a
don't
mini
know.
husky?
I don't know.
I think the Michael Penix pick, I know, I'm trying to vamp while you eat your pizza. The Michael Penix pick takes a lot of pressure off JJ McCarthy because that will be the quarterback reach that everyone is going to be analyzing for the next 1,000,000 years. Whereas now if JJ McCarthy goes quietly at number 10 to the Minnesota Vikings, it's like, okay, well,
I don't
we're
hate
able
it
to
either.
discuss it.
But is he going to feel that pressure knowing that he's probably going to sit at least a season?
Penix?
Yeah.
I don't think he will feel it, but I think the Falcons organization will be heavily interrogated. Versus if JJ McCarthy was the only quarterback that felt like a reach. Although I don't think it's that big of a reach.
Do we think we live in a
could be
world
good.
where JJ McCarthy is going to make someone regret not taking Michael Penix? Because I don't believe that. I
would love if the Vikings made that trade to move up to take like a guard.
Well,
if they didn't take JJ, Billy, that's what I was saying.
No, I know. They need a quarterback. They need D-line, offensive line, wide receiver, edge rusher, cornerback.
Goodell is at the podium, guys. Any second now. Is that Stugotz's?
Yes, it is.
TV?
What happened?
We were like hearing Goodell for a second.
Are there any Vikings fans there? Stugotz?
Probably.
All right, they've
Stugotz,
taken
are there
JJ
Vikings
McCarthy.
Sure.
As expected, the Vikings got JJ McCarthy.
Billy, I
JJ
think this is a really good
McCarthy.
landing spot for McCarthy. They're already set up. They got Jordan Addison.
Now we have some Zagacto drama here because my dad had JJ McCarthy going to the Vikings, but at 11. So does he get a Zagacto there?
I don't think so.
No,
10.
it's
No,
a Zagacki, but not a Zagacto.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
an
like a half-
exacto. Maybe it's an
half.
exacto, but not a Zagacto.
Let's.
The half.
It's an exacto and a super zagacto.
So
We
put
have-
an E next to that one out
We
there.
have
kinda thing.
live from Detroit Vikings fans reacting to the JJ
Ooh, let's see
McCarthy pick.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Anyways,
Never mind.
I think JJ McCarthy's in a really good spot. Really good head coach. Really good set of weapons. I mean, it's basically set up for him to thrive, Stu.
It is, but I don't think he's good. That's the problem. So,
I think he's
Jets
good.
pick
I
is
think
in.
he's good. I think he could be a really good NFL quarterback.
no, but I do think Dan makes a really good point where Jim Harbaugh, who loves to pass the ball, hit his quarterback. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
While in Detroit,
They-
we caught up with a Bears fan, got the Bears fans' thoughts on JJ McCarthy.
That's right.
So you just had the hottest takes of all hot takes. I got to hear it.
10 years from now, there's going to be one thing and one thing only from this draft, and that is JJ McCarthy is the greatest quarterback in this draft.
Wow.
Interesting.
Expert shush right there.
I don't know if I
Lucy.
would go that far, but
You
Interesting.
heard it here first.
But Stugotz, they played like a really easy schedule all season. He didn't even have to play the full games. He didn't have to pass to win, and they won the national championship. Went 15-0.
no, I know, but because of that, Jess, like I have no idea if he's good or not. I didn't see him pass enough. Like I don't.
Right.
Just
But I
think
think
he's
I agree, and it's hard to compare, obviously, different prospects to one another. But I have a sense that like the teams are drafting him based off potential, and just because they don't see something that they don't like doesn't mean that he would have done something they don't like. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. Listen, they needed a quarterback, so
I'm not willing to be like he's going to be the greatest quarterback ever.
He's
I
a
won't go that
first-round
far.
quarterback.
But I don't like. I'm not.
no, I'm good
surprised
with it.
that
I would
he's
take a
up there.
quarterback every year.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would be terrible draft.
Every pick.
He'll be a Cardinal by 2026. Get him
until
out.
you get it right.
Very possible.
Until you get it right. He'll be a Cardinal.
All right, so
I'm trying to hedge.
the Jets traded down. Their pick is already in. Are you guys liking Brock Bowers? Do you think that maybe you get a weapon for Aaron and Brian Thomas Jr., or do you get an offensive lineman like Taliese Fuaga? What are you guys thinking?
I think they're gonna go offensive line.
Really?
They're gonna take the offensive line.
I think they take Bowers. They added a pick. They take Bowers. Like that's a good move by them.
Which lineman would you take, Mikey, as a Jets fan?
I probably take Fontenot. I think he's a Swiss Army knife. It's kind of what they need.
I don't know.
But
I
I
don't know if Ian
don't.
likes that.
I don't know. I'm nervous.
Of course, you're a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Are there Jets fans where you guys
Best
are?
it gets for me right now.
This is it.
Do you guys have a lot of Jets fans there or no?
No, just
No Jet fan.
No.
Well, there's two. The
Okay.
problem that Mikey A and I have is we feel really good about our team, and we felt this good about a team in April, and so we don't know what to do with ourselves.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Now,
did you just say look at Mel?
Yeah.
I mean, look
And
at
then he
him.
moaned.
This is the first time in NFL history 5 quarterbacks have gone in the first 10 picks.
Really?
Wow.
Historic night.
That
There's
is-
no way Denver
this
takes
is
Bo Nix
history.
next, right?
No way. No way.
No way. How about the Raiders?
Here's the Well, that's
Dude,
the
if Bo Nix
problem.
goes next, Sam Hartman's going in the first round. I'm telling you.
That's
I might get drafted.
That's the problem because beforehand you talk about the fact that the Broncos could trade down and still get Bo Nix, but there are no other quarterbacks
Right, that's it.
available right now. And if the Raiders are going to take a quarterback, the Broncos have to take a quarterback before the Raiders.
Raiders got to be pissed, right?
You know what?
Because there's no way they had the Falcons taking Michael Penix at 8.
They have no one
No
to blame
chance.
but themselves.
Good point. Wow, people standing up in the other room. What
Panthers
happened?
game. What happened, Chris?
We're up
Maybe a
4-2.
trade.
Panthers just scored up 4-2 in the third.
Okay.
Wow.
Panthers.
The Carolina Panthers do not have a pick tonight.
They don't have
unless
shit.
unless the
Here we go.
Carolina Panthers make a trade.
Kazoo
for a
time.
Kazoo time, Billy.
Olufashan.
There you go, Mikey A.
Called it.
Olufashan.
Let's go to our O-line expert by proxy.
Who was the pick for Shanu?
Yes.
If you were to build the perfect O-line prospect in a lab, this is your guy. Fashanu has the height, strength, and length to be your long-term answer at the left tackle position. Could improve in run blocking, but that will come over time. You can never go wrong with taking a tackle from the Big Ten. Fashanu will be a Pro Bowl left tackle for years to come. Pick grade, B+.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that.
B+
Wow,
when he was
guys.
built in a lab?
Stugotz was listening to that so hard.
It's so
The
intently.
only one I've listened to.
So intently.
Ian.
Stugotz, that is from Ian,
Taylor's
Taylor's roommate
roommate
who works in finance or sales. We're not exactly certain. But you got a B+. And you traded down to get him. So big win for you guys, I would say.
Well, I wanted Bowers, but Mikey tells me he's good, and I'm good with that because Mikey's paying a lot more attention to this than I am.
I feel like that would be a stretch for Bowers, right? So early in the draft.
He was projected in the top 10.
I mean, he's a game changer.
in
He
a
was,
lot of
but do you-
drafts.
do you
But
wanna
I
be-
think it's a positional value thing.
That's who Greg
Yeah.
Cody had. Another loser.
All right.
I mean, Billy, he's considered to be like the greatest tight end in college football history.
Why don't you? Okay, there was
was
a,
Kyle Pitts.
There was a theory
He was,
that
yeah.
was well. We'll see how that happens because that was mismanaged by
Well, now he
Taylor's
has a new
boy Arthur
quarterback.
Smith last year. But that's another story for
Yeah,
another day.
yeah.
Here is a theory that was floated out there, Stugotz, and I'm wondering what you think about this. There was some hubbub here in the office that the Chiefs could potentially trade up and draft Bowers
Ooh.
and then get out
Little-
of having to pay Travis Kelce long term.
Little 12 personnel.
Mm-hmm. You pick someone
I didn't-
better to
I
take
didn't hear
someone
all of
early
it.
than late.
Whispering.
What's that?
I didn't hear all of it because you're whispering a little bit.
All right. The idea is that the Chiefs trade up to get Bowers, and they're done with Travis Kelce.
Wow.
Taylor wouldn't allow it.
Wow.
Taylor's the one orchestrating this, buddy.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Where does the trade happen?
New York.
Does she trade up for Bowers?
You could trade up if the Chiefs want to trade up for Bowers. Do you think that he's still there at 19 to the Rams? Because then Taylor can live in Los Angeles and still go to all of Travis's games. Just something to think about.
You want me to put in the file?
Is it in the file?
I don't know.
Okay.
Broncos are
That's
going to
something
take
think about. Welcome to 10 more years of irrelevancy, Buffalo. Jesus.
It's still early, Juju. Don't worry. Who do you want the Bills to take in this draft?
Odunze.
Well, I got bad news.
I don't know that.
You
that
done
one.
say.
Nobody tell him.
You done say.
You still have Brian Thomas Jr. He's still there.
Oh, awesome.
Holy shit.
Thank you. Guys, a couple more things to throw in the trades to ponder file because they've actually happened. Vikings trade up for a QB question mark. It happened. So I think that should be a Zagacto for me, actually, now that I think of it.
You know what? You can have it.
Thank you. Here, that's one for you guys.
The Broncos pick is in, by the way.
Broncos pick is in. Also, I had, will the Rams get into the top 10? That was a report from earlier today. Will the Rams get into the top 10? Didn't happen.
Tony, who do you think the Broncos are taking?
Broncos are taking, let's see, what do they need?
They need a quarterback. They need defensive line. They need a cornerback, a safety,
The kid from
offensive line,
the
wide
kid from
receiver.
Alabama. The
Dallas Turner?
no, the corner from Alabama. I forgot his name.
Terrion Arnold.
Yeah.
Terrion Arnold. Yeah, our new friend.
He's the most confident kid I have ever met in my entire life.
Terrion on one side, you got Pat Surtain on the other side. Nice little lockup. You need that division to lock up Hollywood Brown. Now Chief.
Terrion Arnold was doing the rounds yesterday. I know Stugotz and Mikey A fell in love with him. He was doing the rounds yesterday. Everyone fell in love with him. So I feel like that's not going to be your guy.
There's a lot of people at the draft that haven't been drafted yet. In fact, I think no.
Have more people been drafted that are not at the draft than are at the draft?
I want to say yes. That's why I was trying to do the math really quickly.
Only 13 people were at the draft this year, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I think there might be 6 players left that haven't been drafted yet.
So more have been.
Yes. Right.
Don't know
Well,
off the
half
top
and
of my
half.
head.
A little nugget here. Sean Payton has never taken a quarterback in the first 2 rounds.
Wow. Okay. He's never had to.
One more thing
He had Drew Brees the whole time.
He never had Zach Wilson.
Yeah. One other thing I have to take out of the trades to ponder file. What if there are no trades?
Wow, take that out.
Yeah,
Chris,
no,
who's
it's
the
gone.
best available right now?
Dallas Turner, still the best available. And then 2 cornerbacks. We have Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo and Terrion Arnold from Alabama.
You're going to have to pick
There
one.
were
have to
rumors
pick
that the
one.
Steelers would be trading with the Broncos for Mitchell and potentially doing some sort of wide receivers trade situation. It appears like that will not happen. The Broncos pick is in. Guys, I accidentally read on Twitter who it is,
Okay.
but I'm not going to spoil it.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
you're all wrong.
oh,
We're all wrong.
What if Brock Bowers
That may
falls
be
to the
stupid.
Dolphins?
that'd be
I don't-
at 21.
With
That'd be a
that
free
Shanahan style offense, just I feel
Yeah.
like that's what we're missing as a
Yeah,
tight end.
yeah. I like it.
Juju, it's okay.
Falling that hard.
It's all right. The Bills
Still.
are going to be okay.
Maybe.
There's no worse feeling
Draft
than
night's all
on
about,
draft
buddy.
night knowing your team just screwed
Well,
up.
they haven't screwed up yet. They haven't even picked, and it's still
But he wants
early.
aggression out of him.
But they can
Right,
still
something.
trade up. We're only by
There
pick
hasn't-
number 12.
Yeah, but all the players he wants are gone.
Well, he only wanted one.
But he
And
wants
those
it.
have lost
I better see some T. Higgins soon. So like, and if we're not gonna get a dome on our stadium, please, guys, let's just get some players. Don't have me in the snow rooting for a damn. Salute to Mac Hollins. I love you, brother. So-
Let's head out to Detroit for a second where Lucy got reactions from a Jets fan after this pick.
How you feeling after that pick?
I'm pumped. They did the right thing, which was drafting an offensive tackle. That's the right call.
I'm happy for. I thought you were angry the way you ran off.
No, because I thought we were going to do something stupid, like draft a quarterback. Like, that was the right thing.
And now you feel free. You
Yes,
were like,
absolutely. I have had a great time here tonight, and I thought all night they were going to do something like draft a quarterback or draft a defensive lineman, and they did the right thing. They drafted an offensive tackle. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank God.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank
That's
you.
all I got. Dude.
That was
Can't
actually
be the
Ian.
best thing that's ever happened to him. It just can't be. Like, I mean, seriously, go see the world, sir.
Olufashanu to sit on the bench for most of the year. It cannot be the peak of your life.
That was actually Ian, guys. Sorry. Hey, big hats have taken off, huh?
Here we go.
I feel like they had their moment and it's gone.
And now they're done with this guy wearing it.
Wow.
Bo Nix.
Wow.
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 So much for that stat.
6 quarterbacks.
Zagacto.
quarterbacks.
Greg Cody Zagacto.
Chris, again, he's never had Ben DiNucci. I mean,
a super Zagacto for Greg Cody.
I cannot believe.
Wow, Greg
I
had
cannot
Bo
believe
Nix.
it.
That's a crazy pick by my dad,
At number
honestly.
12?
Boy, Greg.
How about Greg?
he looks like Zach Wilson.
Let's go live to Detroit where Lucy's getting Bo Nix reaction.
All right, maybe we'll do it in a second.
Very, very cold. The Denver Broncos just drafted Bo Nix, and here's my take on Bo Nix that just became so true. He's Tim Tebow. He's always been Tim Tebow. Prolific college quarterback. Really loves God. Drafted by the Denver Broncos. And as much as I love Bo Nix, and I will be grateful for him in the college game, I just don't see this one working out. But I love him, and I'm rooting for you. I hope I'm wrong. Also, can we go? I am so cold.
No, you can't, Lucy. Sorry.
Thanks for asking.
Bo Nix.
That's wild.
Adding to yet another terrible quarterback inside the room. It's crazy.
So before this started, we said that we could have 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round. We've had 6 quarterbacks taken in the round. We said we could have 7 wide receivers taken in the first round. We do not have that yet. We're
on our way.
We have
3.
How many have been taken? 3 have been taken.
3.
So almost halfway there.
Who's the next quarterback?
Have we had a defensive player taken?
Not yet.
No.
I think it's been straight offense.
Yeah. The Raiders are on the clock.
Raiders got to go defense here,
The
right?
pick is in already, guys.
Nope,
the Raiders pick is in.
It has to be a defensive player. Has to be.
Well, they're not going to take a quarterback.
They're not going to take a quarterback. Wow.
Just to update, the Knicks are blowing it.
Oh, okay.
What we do.
Oh, wow, yeah.
98-85, yeah.
That's not going well.
Embiid has hit like 14 threes in a row.
The Raiders lost Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Bilal Nichols.
No way, Bill.
Little additions and subtractions list.
Boy, they're taking a running back.
They lost Jimmy Garoppolo. You think they're taking a running back here?
No, he said no way they are.
Oh, okay.
They got to go defensive player.
Right now we're in the mid first round calm. That's where we're at right now.
The thing that's weird about them is
the storm.
You're right, Chris.
They drafted Aiden O'Connell last year, but there was still talk about them needing a quarterback. They got Gardner Minshew. Obviously, he's not going to be
Little
their
ass
franchise
boy.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Exactly right. He's not going to be their solution. So it seems like Aiden O'Connell's going to get at least another year here in Las Vegas.
Antonio Pierce, the coach, you figure he wants to build up that defense a little bit better than what they have right now. They just signed Christian Wilkins. They got a good defensive line with Max Crosby.
Who's the best available right now, Chris?
Same. Dallas Turner and the 2 corners. We got
Greg could get his pick correct because he has the Raiders taking Arnold. So
Tony, let me
Terrion
float
Arnold?
this by you real quick.
What's that?
Tony, let me float a theory by you.
Talk to me.
Who should have Atlanta taken? Like what position?
They should have taken a defensive lineman.
All right, keep an eye out. I think there's a trade.
Oh, Stu!
The pick's in. There's not
Stu, you dog!
Billy, sometimes they announce these trades later on in the draft.
He's right.
Okay.
He's right.
They
Anything
announced
can
the
happen.
right.
not Stu's first rodeo.
Laiatu Latu, anyone? No?
That's the guy. He's fourth best available. Then Brock Bowers. Then
Wow.
Byron Murphy.
They went
the
with
D
Brock
tackle.
Bowers.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, their tight ends are not bad. Good catch.
Yeah, but Brock Bowers really isn't a tight end. Like,
Sure.
he's not
Did
going
that
to
out of work.
replace a
that's
guy
right.
that's
He's a Raider.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Tony.
Thank you. Hurts my throat.
Mikey A, are you a little sad he's not a Jet?
The thing I was worried about with Bowers was I don't think our offensive coaches would find a way to use him. I think they would try and make him a real tight end.
Blocking tight end?
Yeah, blocking tight end. They'd try and use him like Tyler Conklin, and that's just not what he is.
We're still waiting for our first defender to be taken. This is going to be the latest a defender has ever been taken in the NFL draft since the merger in 1970.
Incredible, right off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Bowers is big-ass Hunter Renfrow.
Oh.
He is big-ass Hunter Renfrow.
I hate when my team takes an offensive lineman. I don't care if it's a smart pick. If we need one, it's boring.
I knew this was coming. I knew this was
I
coming.
love it. Dude, the Steelers taking David DeCastro, I was like running laps around my neighborhood.
I'm right
when I
there
was
with
a
Stu
kid.
because the Dolphins are supposed to take like Graham Barton, a center
like-
at a Duke.
Oh, give me a
Fart.
break.
I mean, man.
If you wait till 11 o'clock at night and they take a guard, you're like, all right.
Good old Graham Barton.
But in like week 9, when you're talking about why the Dolphins lost, you're like, well, that Graham Barton pick, he hasn't been good. I don't know.
He got hurt. Durability issues.
But it's the first thing you'll yell at the TV about when it goes wrong. You'll be like, why don't we have better offensive linemen?
Right.
What are these interior guards doing? I hate them.
Saints are on the clock now. They need an offensive lineman. Fuaga is still there. JC Latham is someone some people thought that may go there, but he went earlier than expected, obviously, so he's not still around. So do the Saints get an offensive lineman with this pick, Mikey A?
Yeah. Why wouldn't they? I like Fuaga here, by the way.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. I hate being smart.
I want to see on draft night a highlight package of a guy catching footballs and scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, that's Stugotz.
Yes.
All you've seen is offensive players be taken so far.
Yeah, but not on his team.
No, but my team took a tackle. I mean,
you're like the only team that didn't take a quarterback. They're a quarterback at 1, 2, 3, 8, 10, and 12. That's wild.
We are so sure our tackle isn't going to play all year that we drafted one in the first round.
And I like Mekhi Becton too.
I thought offensive line was like one of
not on the team. Mekhi Becton's a free agent.
Oh shit.
I thought
Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Go on, Chris.
I thought offensive line was actually one of the Jets' strengths. Like, I know they don't have a lot of them. I was like, it's just a weird pick.
We don't have a strength. Our strength is losing.
The Saints,
So
while
weird
on the
strength.
clock, are listening to trade offers. We may have a trade here.
You want me to go to the file or no? We only have one more thing in the file.
Who would the Saints be trading with? Who is going to be trading up at this point in the draft?
I know someone who should.
Ooh.
To get whom, though?
Could Buffalo? Ooh.
Buffalo a minute too late to try and get somebody good?
Right. The story of my life.
Still Brian Robinson Jr.
Chris is stepping out to watch the end of the Panthers game, so we are a ship without a captain.
There's a
for
TV
minute.
in there, isn't there?
I don't.
It's a very small screen.
It's about this big.
It's where you're watching the next game?
Right under the lights.
A little bigger.
Brian Robinson Jr. No one heard
I
that.
got that
mistake.
thing.
Raiders had Brock Bowers top guy on their board.
Wow, good for them. Got lucky.
F the Raiders.
Like the entire draft? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. That's what Ian Rappaport said. Top guy on their board.
I think you just say that when you take your guy. Oh, he's our top rated guy, no matter where.
We got our guy.
Tight end last year too, Michael Mayer.
And Mayer's good.
He's very
I like
good.
Mayer.
Been on a kind of a crappy offense for his time in the NFL.
Yeah, a little
so
two
far.
tight end set there for the.
I have unfortunate news. While the Saints were listening on trade offers, it is being reported that they are not going to.
They
make
stopped
a trade.
listening. Yeah,
they are going to be making this pick.
Stu, does the phone just ring in the war room when they're not listening to trade offers?
I've got them with
just let it ring.
I've got them with their fingers in their
you
ears.
just let it ring. Yeah,
I just take it off the hook.
It's still ringing.
When you make the decision, you take it off the hook.
Ooh, I
and then
like
you just go,
that. I like that. They're unreachable. What's
Old
happening? I
school.
don't know.
Old
They took it
school
off the hook.
phone.
Yeah, it's got to be an old school phone.
Remember that the old school phones when they're off the hook for too long? It just
course.
gets super loud.
You're like, where is it? Where is it?
Guys, can I say something?
Sure.
I'm having fun.
Me too.
This has been a fun night so far.
We've been moving a ton, though, me and you.
Yeah, my step count is going to be crazy today.
Jason is losing his mind at Billy.
Oh, the entire video team hates me. Absolutely hates me, and they're not going to talk to me in any positive manner for at least a month.
Only talking in your ear. That's all they do.
And in not a happy fashion.
Not a happy
No,
fashion.
they're going to be mad at me tomorrow. Hopefully this weekend they forget about it and we come in and we're all friends
good
again
point.
come Monday. I don't think that's going to be the case, though, because they're mad about the situation that we said, and we're like, you know what? We want to stand and we want to have a video board behind us where we can see Stugotz and Mikey A the entire time. So I don't know that they love us right now, and they also said, don't get out of the square, and we've done nothing but get out of the
Dude,
square.
the last clip we played, it was 30 seconds. You went for a bite of pizza, and Jason in our ear was like, get Billy back in his spot.
Yeah, I got yelled at for drinking
walking
water.
around in
I'm
like a
drinking
little
water.
circle for like 2 hours.
I'm dehydrated. What do you want me to do? I had to drink water.
And
But
Billy,
even when you're not going for a water, you're just swaying.
We're swaying, yeah, we're
just
swayers.
swaying back.
What do you want? The thing is, like, what you want me to stand right here? Like, you can't
Don't
see
lean on
Stugotz
that,
if I
though.
do
Don't
that.
lean on it.
Could you imagine if the
They're gonna
whole
be
thing
mad.
fell down?
Danny GQ, who's sitting in between Chris and Ethan, would have a absolute heart attack.
He came into this room just because he wants to supervise us more closely and give us like a death stare so we stop walking around. But look, Tony's moving too.
here's the issue.
Tony's
like,
moving also.
our marks on the floor don't have like a closed part of the box. So it's kind of open, so I don't know where the box ends.
Also, I stepped on the tape, so the tape is over here now. So it's not my fault.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How's it going, Danny GQ?
Dan's not going to be happy.
Wow, there's only a minute left here for the Saints to make a pick, and they're not trading the pick.
Pick is in.
The pick is in. Never mind. They heard my urgency.
Hit the kazoo.
No, we have to wait for Roger to get on the stage.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Danny, that was your window.
Yeah, that was your window, Danny.
Billy, I told you guys not to stand.
Well,
yes.
You didn't tell us not.
No, they
to
definitely.
not stand.
No. I came in and they said the standing's not happening.
But then look at us, we're standing.
Yeah.
Because we make things happen.
I know, but they didn't like the idea of the standing. I feel like it's worked out, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like this is looking a lot better than us just sitting there. Taylor's excited. I don't know if that means an offensive lineman was taken.
Look what got
Just
brought for
clapping
you.
it up for you guys.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Taylor.
Thank you.
All right,
look
what do
got
we
brought
think the
for
Saints are
you.
going to do, Tony? The pick is
The
in.
The Saints have to get a defensive player. They have to.
Dallas Turner?
He's the best available on Chris's
There's
board
no
for the
offensive
last
players
20 minutes.
left.
That is true, but we also saw offensive players go that we didn't think were going to get drafted tonight.
True.
Yeah.
It just feels like there's
I just
three
scarfed
offensive
down
guys
a
left.
piece of pizza.
I can tell.
Detroit-style pizza, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice
Is
little
it?
touch.
Shout
yeah.
out to LC.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys
Oh,
brought that
yeah.
up
Thank
because
you.
I've been railing against this. If you own a pizza place that's not in New York City and you're advertising New York pizza, do me a favor, stop doing it.
Oh, I like that.
Pizza is not nearly as good at your place as it is at any New York pizzeria. Okay, it's false advertising. It's a scam. Every city has one. New York style pizza. New York style. You get in there and it tastes like garbage. Enough. Don't do it.
Wow.
Trash.
Have you had some Detroit style pizza, Stu?
No, I had New York style pizza.
You fools.
Have you had Troy-style pizza?
Detroit?
Canadian style pizza.
Detroit-ish style pizza.
So you were in Ann Arbor this past weekend. You're like right in between the two at this point, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You should get some Detroit-style pizza while you're there. It's pretty good.
I love Detroit style pizza.
Wow, Mikey A.
What you got?
The pick is in. And
Pick is in?
It's Tali Fuaga.
Let's go to our offensive line expert.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on a second. We need this to be official.
sorry.
The pick needs to be
Kazoo
official.
time.
It officially needs to be an alignment.
There he is.
How did you know, Billy?
Saints fans.
I don't think he pronounced that right.
You know what? Like, the commissioner needs to do a better job of learning the names beforehand.
Thank you.
He just yeah.
I just said he didn't pronounce it right. I
Yeah.
actually have a list of pronunciations that I wrote out myself today to make sure that I got a lot of these
This
names
guy is
right.
prepared, guys. I don't think you
Yeah.
understand how prepared Billy Gil
We
is.
can tell. He's doing a great job.
That's right.
Debatable. All right, so this is another offensive lineman, which means Ian has some thoughts on this, and Taylor has Ian's thoughts to share with us, but Chris Cody's not here to play the music, so we're just going to have to do it without the music.
Yep. Fuaga.
Oh, hold
here
on.
he comes.
Here he comes.
There he is.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Chris
Hold
is
on.
very excited. His Panthers are up 4-3 with a minute left in the game right now.
There he is.
Fuaga, number 2 on Ian's O-line draft.
Wow.
board. Day 1 starter at the right tackle position, flexibility to play right guard and be an all-pro inside. Plays with nastiness and grit that you want protecting your quarterback. There are 3 things in life that are guarantees: death, taxes, and an O-lineman with a Samoan background being a great offensive lineman.
He's
Pick
right.
grade, an A.
Wow.
Wow.
So it feels like the Jets should have gotten Fuaga instead.
He was definitely higher on
By
it.
Ian's account, right?
Plus guy.
Fell all the way to 14. A steal for the Saints, it would appear.
Breaking news: Panthers lead 5-3 with less than a minute to go.
All right.
All right.
Panthers.
Ice Cats.
Panthers are now up 3-0, which does not bode well for my Lightning are going to win the series prediction.
When did you predict that?
I just did it a day that everybody was talking about how great the Panthers are. I'm like, I want the Lightning to win back.
Is Roy at the Panthers game?
I also, by the way, if we're gonna do this, and against the spread this week, I took the Panthers at +1.5 because I
Yeah.
thought there's no way the Lightning are gonna beat them by 2 goals. That's insane. And
Yeah.
I'm on a hot streak against the spread, but we're not talking about that right now. Not talking.
I heard
about
Roy
that
say
right
he
now.
was trying to get to Tampa.
Did he?
I don't know.
Roy tries to go. I don't know who Roy knows, but he goes wherever he wants to watch hockey games. It's pretty crazy. Stugotz is in Troy. Couldn't get to Detroit, but Roy is going to be in Toronto or wherever it is
And
the Stanley Cup is.
I'm going on my own dime, and I said that to Roy, and he's just like, I'll email Jenny. I was like,
Roy's planning a trip to like Switzerland or something next year. Finland. Yeah, he's already booking the flights and the hotels. Rose is all excited to go. We were talking about what destinations in Finland they should fly into so they could take a train.
Stu's in Troy.
Yeah. Stugotz, how do you feel about
We can go to Helsinki. I mean,
all right. Don't you have a top 5 you wanted to get to?
I do. I'll get to it in a second, Billy. I'm distracted right now. I'm sorry.
Why? What's going on? The Colts are on the clock.
The Knicks. I'm thinking about like basketball coaches that could be NFL coaches. In fact, Juju, I'm all in with Tom Thibodeau, an NBA coach that looks like an NFL coach.
Ooh, that's good.
Absolutely.
He looks like he can coach the Dallas Cowboys.
He should coach the Cowboys. He might can get something out of him more than damn McCarthy ass.
By the way, before we get to your top 5, Stugotz, the Colts are here. There was question before, do they stay put or do they trade down potentially? Dallas Turner is an edge rusher who they were targeting and is still there. So this may be a place for Dallas Turner to go. This also may be a place for Quinyon Mitchell to go. Brock Bowers is gone, so he's not going to go there. But Brian Thomas Jr. is another one that they were interested in. So there's 3 of their targets are still available.
I'm calling it now.
You're calling
Run on
something?
defensive players
Really?
right now.
Oh, wow. But
3 in a row.
I mean, they're due.
That's
3 in a
bold.
row.
Wow, not even 1, 3 in a row.
That's
is
a
what
bold
he's saying.
stance.
Mikey A's like the guy after like 14 reds in a row. He's like, guys,
gotta be
it's
black.
going black here.
Yeah, gotta be
Going
black.
I can tell you firsthand.
Yes, I am.
It never
From
goes
my
what you
time
want it to
in
be.
Vegas, it did not work out that way. Not at all. Until I left the table, and then it happened.
It was a run on like 8 blacks.
It was
when we
so
left.
bad. It was so bad.
There was like 9 reds in a row. 1 black and then 1 red, and then another black. Like
so bad.
7 blacks in a row.
Ooh, guys. Jane Slater from the NFL is tweeting, a source tells her Kirk Cousins is just as, quote, shocked and, quote, disappointed, never said anything to him or his reps about a QB in the first round despite suggesting they would. Still, quote, it's a business.
Wow.
Get over it, Kirk. You
Take
got
your
money.
money.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
he's right.
Shut
Yeah,
the hell up
he's
and go
right
to
about
damn
that, yeah.
Magic City.
Oh,
Lemon pepper wings at Magic City?
all right.
It was Kirk told a source who told Jane Slater. His words.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's a business at the end of the day.
It is a
And
business.
the source may have been David Sampson, given the last sentence.
Wow.
May have been Stan Van Gundy. We'll
nothing
never
personal.
know.
Wait to see.
Never know.
You never know.
How's Greg doing so far?
He's doing pretty bad.
He's living off the Bo Nix pick. That's really all he's got.
Right now,
AKA trash.
he
His
has
picks are
Quinyon
trash
Mitchell
tonight.
going to the Colts.
AKA trash.
So it turns out Kirk was notified that they were going to take a quarterback in this draft, but he didn't think it was going to be in the first round.
I
Wow.
think Joe
Yeah.
Alt 7th was his super lock, wasn't it? The one that he gave away.
I don't know.
Is that what he said?
The
with his
Bo
super
Nix,
lock?
the Bo Nix pick was impressive.
I think the Joe Alt 7
agree.
super lock was turned down, so no one actually heard that but you in the production studio.
Oh yeah,
I think he
I
should
cut him
get
off.
double points for Bo Nix because that was such a reach. Like, I don't think a lot of people expected it.
He has Quinyon Mitchell, the corner, going right here, the first defender.
Diana Rossini, friend of God Bless Football, said that he was stunned by the pick.
Wow, quote unquote.
Stunned.
Cousins?
Kirk Cousins
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I mean, so are we, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wasn't?
I feel like everybody was pretty
It's the
stunned.
shock of the draft so far.
Dan was like, I knew it. I told you that guy was the best quarterback I've ever
He's
seen.
number 1. Actually, he's number 3.
I can't stop thinking about Dan's center list.
The pick is in for the Colts.
Me too.
I'm thinking about pajamas in a war room.
Ooh.
Joel Embiid for MVP.
What would be the team most
Definitely
likely
Jayden.
to have a pajama party in the war room?
Jets.
I could see Mike McDaniel putting that together for the Dolphins.
I was going to say the Dolphins. Like,
Oh.
that's a Mike McDaniel.
Fun atmosphere to
Joe
work in.
Madden used to do that with the Cubs for their, like, travel games. The year they won the World Series, everyone would wear, like, costumes and pajamas and
smart.
stuff.
What?
And it worked. I mean,
It did. It did.
The
You,
World
you got
Series.
sick of him, right?
Game 7 was a tough watch. Took
Okay.
years off my life.
I'm
But they
gonna
won.
credit Chris Cody here for a second. It's all cool and cute and all quirky. If you keep losing,
Look at the
shit's gonna
walls
be
of the Colts
stupid
war
very
room.
quick.
There
Ooh,
are
the pick is
names
in.
everywhere.
Oh my God, that's what a
That's
war
a
room
big
should look
board
like.
right there.
Yeah,
That's a huge board.
That's
They
what
throw
I.
a dart.
That's what I imagine Mel has. But I
That's
don't
a
think he does.
situation where like you go and you see like on TV the library with like the stairs that are like on wheels and they
Yes,
slide and you
yes.
have to climb up.
The
they
ladder.
were doing that. You can't even see the names at the top of that list, but they have them there just in case.
they have like every prospect ever.
Hey, get back in your box.
Sorry, every prospect ever
There's some intern's job there that's just to like put the names at the top of that list.
Really?
Like they have to get a ladder in there.
Hit it.
Wow. 'Cause
The pick is in.
pick is in, Jess.
Laiatu Latu.
Wow.
Wow, UCLA, edge.
That's one.
I'm like,
Finally, a defensive
The rebel's
player.
coming. Yeah.
That's crazy.
The black came.
All right, we're on 15
I am
right
having
now.
a rough night, ladies and gentlemen. I am going through it.
Did
My
Thursday Thunder fall apart?
Thursday Thunder is not looking good because every New York Knicker's a ball hog tonight and don't give a damn about my lifestyle. Oh my goodness, Joel Embiid is hitting the three. He just shooting threes
how
from all
much?
across.
How much does Joel have?
38 plus 3, 41.
He's got 41
right now.
Don't tell me he's injured the rest of the series. I don't want to hear about it.
He's playing like Nick Batum.
This must be a bad edge rusher draft because they usually go early.
Yeah,
15 first edge rusher.
Well, I mean, it's the first defender that's been taken. This has been a crazy offensive draft.
I
so
looked
far.
at my phone and I was like, wow, it took all the way till 15. And then at the same time, I was like, wow, we're only on 15.
I feel like it's gone by quick. I mean, I could be wrong.
You're standing.
It's 10.
Yeah.
We're halfway through.
Yeah. Good. You know what? I like the way you put that. We're halfway through. We're staying the whole time.
If you would have told me Laiatu Latu was going to be the first defensive player off the board, I would have been surprised.
Because of the
like Kirk Cousins.
injury stuff.
I would have been
with
stunned.
him.
Yeah. And like I feel like there's better defenders. I feel like the corners are better. I feel like Dallas Turner's better.
Dallas Turner just chilling.
Yeah, I feel like there's
still best available, Chris.
There's 5 other defensive players that are better than him.
Well, he's at the draft.
I'm
so
hoping
finally one of these guys at the draft gets taken out.
Kind of hoping these two corners fall to the Dolphins.
Ooh. They do need corner help.
Why you want him now, Chris?
I'm just
Jalen
saying.
Ramsey's not getting any younger.
I love a best available guy that's been there a while.
It's like what are people missing that we saw?
You got 5 more people.
Kiss my ass, Chris Guadalupe, whoever you are on Twitter. Don't tag me in that no more. I know what the Bills can pick. I don't give a damn about nothing. I don't give a damn about Cam Worthy, Coleman, none of that. I know. Kiss my ass with your tongue out.
Oh. All right. Chris Guadalupe.
Welcome to the show, Chris.
So Stugotz, you had the top 5?
There's a lot of people waiting to meet Stugotz over here.
Yeah, I'll get to him in a sec.
And what?
Taylor, that piece of pizza looks good.
You know what else they have? Skee ball. I love skee ball. Do you guys like skee ball?
It's all right.
I love skee ball. Oh my God. I was addicted to skee ball when I was a kid. I'd just go and play it for hours, Stugotz. If I could have it in my house, like an arcade skee ball game, and it wouldn't take up my entire apartment, I would do it.
Stu, who are you waving to?
I'm going to play a game of skee ball with the listeners in a second.
What's your strategy, Jess? Do you go for like the 10,000?
You have to go top.
My strategy is like not to hurt myself, to be honest.
You don't go corner though.
It's violent.
Don't go
That's
top
one way to
corner.
go.
Just go straight up the middle.
Go straight up the middle.
Straight
I
top.
agree
Yeah,
with
so
Chris.
50.
Yep.
Right.
I agree with Chris.
Are
You
we
get greedy going for corners for the 100, then you end up with 5 points.
If I throw first like 4 or 5 good first balls, maybe I'll go corner.
Are we happy for Laiatu Latu?
Very
First
happy.
defender
We're
taken.
happy for him.
Thrilled.
His career was medically declared over when he was at Washington because of a neck injury. Came back at UCLA. No one was expecting him to be in this position. There were some question marks as to whether or not his medicals were going to have him fall in the draft, and here he is, the first defender.
That's
taken.
why I was surprised that he went first defender overall.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think he's the first UCLA first-round pick in a long time.
Let's think.
That's a fact.
Is anyone not happy for him? I mean,
I don't know. I just, I really just threw that out there so we could tell
I
a
know
story
you
about
did.
him hurting his neck.
Yeah.
To kill 8 seconds.
I wasn't gonna do my research and not share it. Do you think I'm crazy?
That piece of tape's on your foot again.
I'm still. Look, if the piece of tape stuck to my foot, I'm always inside the box.
Is Josh Rosen the last first-round UCLA pick?
Yeah.
Can't be, right? It was like
That was
Well, it wasn't
28.
that long
That
ago.
was
Yeah,
28.
Remember when people were fighting over Josh Rosen?
Yeah. Remember when people said he was the most pro-ready quarterback they had ever seen?
Who's
and then
gonna
they were like, he doesn't love football enough. That was a whole
He's no
thing.
Sam Darnold.
He's too smart.
who's gonna be that guy this draft? Who is?
He's
gonna
got a
be
jacuzzi in his room.
our
Drake
Josh
May.
Rosen.
JJ McCarthy for sure.
Drake May.
Drake May. Wow.
Drake May's who? What was it again?
Wait,
He's
hold
gonna be the
on.
best
This year's
here.
Josh Rosen.
Oh, that's not what I was going with. I was going with the guy that we said is too distracted with other things to love football. That was JJ McCarthy.
I saw people saying that about Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
People have said that about him. You're right, Billy. There's anyone
couple
with
guys.
a hobby. Good luck, buddy.
But also
rip you apart.
very much sour grapes for everyone who was not going to get him. It's like, you know what? We didn't even want him.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about football
We were
enough.
afraid of him. He's Prince
Yeah,
as a
they're
quarterback.
He's Prince. Prince was awesome.
Like what?
Yeah, but Prince
It's
would
the
have been a
greatest
terrible
position of all time.
quarterback.
That's true.
Full disclosure, Prince would have been a horrific quarterback.
He would have had
way
to put
too
on
small.
And
20
Caleb
pounds at
Williams
least.
probably wouldn't have been a good Prince.
Like Bryce
Mike,
Young.
Maybe he's a great Prince.
Mikey, in this game where you take off Wade and you give it to Prince, how much weight would you take off and give to Prince?
As much as he wanted.
Yeah.
Much. You can have it. You have it all.
All the way.
All of it.
All right. Stugotz, what was your top 5 again?
I have top 5. What the D in Detroit stands for. Top 5. What the D in
Ooh.
Detroit stands for.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just watching the Islanders season melt away.
How many,
Taylor's doing the same thing with the Knicks.
how many Islanders games have you watched this year?
This is the first one.
Okay.
First one.
The Seahawks pick is in, by the way, but we're in a commercial break, so.
They're laying on the commercial.
They taking
at this
Seahawks.
point.
The Seahawks, let's see. Do we think they go Graham Barden from Duke?
I say Dallas
Yeah.
Turner.
Dallas
He's
Turner's
gotta-
still there. I don't
he's
know
gotta
how.
Get drafted.
I mean, he will have fallen to them. I
Keep
don't think
slipping. 5
anyone
picks away.
thinks-
Keep slipping.
Byron Mitchell out of Texas.
Come on down, Dallas.
You love a guy that slips, don't you?
Come on down.
Hey, yo.
Go on.
Chris, would you rather have an edge rusher or a cornerback?
I'm looking at, we're 5 picks away, and I'm looking at the top 4 of these best available. I'll take any of these guys. Dallas Turner, Quinyon Mitchell, Terrion Arnold, or Byron Murphy. I'd be happy with any of those 4. But they're going to go Graham Barton.
You know it. You should bet it right now.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth
Yeah,
is.
bet it right now. Graham Barton. Dolphins.
Center's highest hit rate of first-round picks that get second contracts.
I saw
Got that
that.
to look
Look at
forward
you, man.
You got that to look forward to.
Love a good second contract center.
That was probably Hembo's most
you?
boring job ever, right? Like that stat
Like
that he
researching
put together.
that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Juju, they're trying to get back into this game for you.
Juju's gone.
Juju has left.
Oh, sorry.
He's not happy.
Wow.
Oh,
And Chris Guadalupe really put him over the edge.
Yeah, yeah. When you
And
say
then he tweeted at us and said, "Oh my God, I made it on the show."
That's not.
that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, exactly right. That's just inviting more negativity, I think.
Taylor, are you scared? Will you admit that you're
Taylor
scared?
hasn't
Roy
said a
wouldn't
word in
do it.
45 minutes.
Taylor's working though.
Taylor's eating a piece of pizza.
What is Taylor
He's
doing?
commenting
He
on the
hasn't
Knicks
said a
constantly.
word.
He's watching the Knicks game.
I'm not scared. I thought they were going to lose at least one in Philadelphia.
It's an 8-point game right now. 3 minutes left.
So
You're
you are
obviously not
scared.
gonna
just
sweep
keep
the
holding.
Sixers.
Just keep holding serve.
Just
Yeah.
'cause you
Maxey and Embiid are way too good.
Just
to
because you
sweep
predicted it doesn't mean you're not scared. I mean,
them. No,
Are
we
you
got a
like
s-
Roy,
we-
where
we
you're
got
just
a
like
series?
you're just
you won't tell us you're scared?
cool, calm, and collected?
No, I'm a little worried.
There it is. We cracked them open.
We're playing. They probably have the 2 best players in the series.
ESPN is telling us there was a 5% chance that Dallas Turner was still available at the 16th pick. Is this where he will come off the board?
They do need a defensive lineman.
That's a great suit that I could never rock.
What percentage chance was that?
5%. I'm standing. I'll have you know.
Yeah, that's true. Get your ass up, dude.
I'm standing.
Get your
There's
ass
never been a
up.
less supportive group.
Oh, I'll stand.
No, ours.
Ours. You fool.
Rock Bowers.
All right, I'm sitting.
That's it?
I actually just
5%
sat down for the
chance.
first time, Billy. I was
Yeah?
standing in solidarity. Just because, though.
Standing's fun.
I took a 2-hour nap after the show today.
I had on my
I took a 0-hour nap.
same. I had on my docket
Yo
nap
estaba
today
trabajando.
to have energy, and I did not take that nap.
But I saw you.
and I'll be back
different.
tomorrow.
You weren't on the show today.
I
Neither
well, I
of
was
you
doing,
were on the show
I was
today.
doing
What
all
are you
this
talking
research.
about?
What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly
Pony.
right.
Had the show on my back for 2 segments. Jeez.
Stugotz actually took a while for us to get to you, I thought.
Yeah, that's also
What did
true.
you
I
do
did nothing
today?
but nap today.
What did you do today, Stugotz or Tony?
Because Mero came in.
I came in, did Refund the deal with Mero.
You came in just for that?
Yeah.
What was he doing in studio?
He's doing something with Luis Arias, actually.
Really?
He was doing something like
Is he
they're
teaching
playing.
him to hit because he's fucking sucked.
They're
this
playing
year?
MLB
Sorry.
The Show and
Sorry for
eating
cussing.
something.
It's a family show.
What happened to Sketch? Did he hurt himself yesterday?
Sketch?
Was that real?
Caught a touchdown on speed.
I know, but they stretchered him off, and I saw
I don't know if that's real or not.
ACL. I think
Magic Johnson has spoken, guys.
Oh,
by the
great.
way.
I'm sure.
He said selecting a winner like Jayden Daniels will energize the players and our fan base.
Oh, that's right. He's a commie partial owner.
Careful.
Oh,
They're doing a commercial for the Army, I believe. The Seahawks pick
Bad
is
time to
about
say
be-
Shout out to the Army.
I'm going to get a slice of pizza, Billy.
Thank you
want
for
one?
your service. No, I'm good. I have a
Okay.
whole stack of pizza here.
Oh, they ordered more. Oh, no, I'm going to go out. They ordered more pizza.
Told you they didn't have enough before.
Is he just walking around with his microphone? Is he
Yeah,
going to catch him
yeah.
everywhere he goes?
There you go, guys. Show our mess.
Wait, this was an option? I could just walk around this entire
Yes,
thing?
dude.
Why'd you tell me I had to stay in this box if I could walk anywhere?
Billy's just realizing this.
I'm just realizing I could go anywhere in the
I told you to
studio.
walk and get food 2 hours
I
ago.
could go to the
regular
green
pizza.
room if I wanted
Go
to.
walk into Jason and freak him out. Just be
No,
like, what's up, Jason? Here I am.
I'm staying away from
Go
Jason
interview
for the
Jason.
foreseeable future.
All right.
Future.
Seahawks pick is in, Billy.
The
Kazoo
pick is
time.
in. Here we go. Thank you for your service.
Future.
We like to have fun.
Byron Murphy from Texas. Wow.
He's got a bright future.
Does 2 constitute a run? I mean,
I said it'd be 3. Can't get to 3 without 2.
That's true.
I checked.
That is a fact, Jack.
Keep falling, Dallas.
Greg Cody is having.
Keep falling.
yeah.
Zagacto, Greg Cody.
Oh, nice.
No way he had it. Wow.
No, he didn't have it.
No, he didn't
Ethan
have
just came in and said that.
it. No, he did have it.
Ethan, you're
16.
fired.
No, he
Oh,
has
yeah,
it.
he did. No, I'm sorry.
doesn't have the
No,
next
yeah,
two.
because I saw the
All right,
X's
you're rehired.
afterwards. I saw the X's. What does Ethan do?
Future.
He edits the audio, actually, last few weeks.
So what does Jeremy do?
That's a good question.
A lot of editing happening.
Chris, do you love when your team enters the television screen, like the third pick?
Oh,
Oh, it's a big moment. It's a big
Tony's team
moment.
is up
I
next.
just
the
nudged
Jags.
GQ here. I was like, we're on the screen.
So what does Greg have? 6 or 7? What does he have?
It looks like he has Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Drake May,
The
Marvin
Vikings
Harrison
is-
Jr.,
the-
Bo Nix, and then he has half for JJ McCarthy because it was a trade, but he
Yeah.
had the pick right, and then he has Byron Murphy.
I'd
at
say
16.
we're not really giving him too much credit for the first 4. He's got 3 solid picks here, I'd say.
I'll give him 2. McCarthy was not in the right order. He got the team, but everybody knew who was going to the Vikings.
That's a half, though.
That's a half. So 2.5. The first
2.5
4,
works.
everybody knew who the first 4
But
was.
Bo Nix
That was
was
easy.
so good. Should we give him 3?
I think he gets a
Yeah.
little. I think
Oh,
I think
boy.
1.5 for Bo and
Oh,
a half for
boy.
McCarthy.
What happened? What
A
happened?
trade has happened. The Jaguars have traded their pick to the Vikings. The Vikings are making another pick here.
Wow, Vikings back.
Yep.
So the Vikings had the 23rd pick through another trade, I believe, and now
Yeah.
they're trading up to 17 with your Jaguars, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tony. Future.
People thought that the Jaguars might take Cooper DeJean here, but the Jaguars will not be picking, which we were going to check in with Lucy, but we will not be doing
I'm
that.
feeling
she's
good
a
about
big
my run
Patriots
now.
fan.
No,
I'm not feeling good about
Your
it.
run's over? Oh.
Not yet.
Because
Just not
of the
feeling
trade.
good about it.
Because of the
Yeah, because
trade.
of the trades.
Do you have anything else in your things to ponder file, Tony?
Yeah, I do. Give me one second.
We also have Stugotz' top 5 things that the D in Detroit stands for.
All right, Billy, you ready? The last thing in the trades to ponder file, because we've kind of run through all the scenarios already. They've either happened or they did not happen. Last thing in the trade to ponder file.
The Vikings pick is in.
All right, here we go. Can we see a superstar on the move? Can we see a superstar on the move in the first round of the draft tonight? There's been some speculation.
That's a great shot of Tony
There's been
and Mikey
some.
A.
Wow.
There
That's
you
a
go.
big shot in my head.
All
So,
right, Billy,
pick his
kazoo
nose.
time.
Mikey, what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yes. Okay. Exciting.
Is Kirk Cousins that
Dallas
superstar?
Turner to the Vikings.
Yeah.
Damn it!
There you go.
Damn
Pick.
it!
Mikey
was
A,
right.
absolutely
That's the
right.
run.
Damn it! Thought we had him, GQ.
I'm going to have to pick up all those. Should I pick them up right now?
You don't have Dan arrive with those.
Dallas Turner was a game wrecker this year for Alabama, guys.
That trash
That's
is
a
on the
good
floor.
pick.
You're going to be.
And I do wonder, were the
big
Vikings
trouble.
a little sad with what they got earlier in the round? I don't know. They're beefing up on both sides of the ball, though.
All right, let's go back to Detroit one more time because Lucy and that crew had to be out of that area at 10 o'clock. So here is Lucy one more time before she had to leave.
Hello, everybody. Still here, proud to be an American.
Hell yeah.
And they're asking people to leave now because it is the end of the night. And so, unfortunately for you all, I'm leaving. But for me, it's pretty great because I'm so cold. Rose has been shivering for like 2 hours. And I'm actually kind of seriously worried about her. And I have on multiple pairs of pants, thermal socks, thermal undershirt, turtleneck. It's just not enough. So thank you. And I know wherever Cooper ends up will be great. Billy, you look really nice in that suit, by the way. Thank you. See you if I don't get frostbite.
Thank you, Lucy.
Isn't it like 50 degrees?
Yeah.
Is it like a city ordinance or something? Why does Detroit have to leave at 10 o'clock? They're still in the middle of the
Oh, it's 44. That's pretty cold.
NFL
It's
draft.
just funny that there
You're
was
such a Floridian.
300,000 people there, and now what? Everyone has to leave. That's just a funny
All right, see
visual.
you guys.
Like
Go
midway
home.
Not over
through,
yet. There's like
midway
10
through,
more
they're just
people.
like,
All
all
right,
right,
that's what I'm saying. Everybody out. It'd be great if, like, all of a sudden, like, some random, like, security
The
guard,
draft
like,
is
comes
half
on
over.
stage.
Everyone go home.
Yeah, they come on stage and they tell Roger, like, Roger, shut
Stop,
it down.
stop.
It's
Everybody
10 p.m. in Detroit. You gotta go.
It's gonna cost a little
City's
extra money.
closed. Could you imagine?
City's
Well,
closed.
Troy is open.
Troy's
Oh, yeah.
open, and DraftKings Sports and Social, I see, is rocking right now.
It really is. It's a great place. The food is fantastic. Billy, I have to go if you don't mind, then I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Where?
There are so many people who have waited so patiently for me to say hello. So I'm going to do that, play some skee ball, come back. I'll give you that top five, okay?
Well, can you do it without playing?
Are you
skee
gonna
ball?
smoke
Can
a
you just
heater?
go-
How many
yeah,
darts?
say
Over,
hello.
under?
Well, I mean, this is the longest I've gone in 3 years without having a dart. So at least 2, I can tell you that much.
All right, Mikey, are you going with him, or are you going to hang around there with us?
But a dart? I mean,
No, I'm looking at those wings over there.
Oh, they're good.
I'll move
Ooh,
for
attaboy.
5 minutes and come back.
What is this? Everyone's bailing on us at the exact same moment.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what?
weird.
I will
I
stay.
gotta go.
Mikey will stay.
I will
I
never.
also
Michigan
have-
all of a sudden has decided, you know what? We got to go. It's 10:10.
No, but Billy, if you were here, you would tell me to get up and say hello to the people that are here. I mean,
Would you say that, Billy?
Yeah.
yes.
The food.
you
Billy,
would.
I would
You
eat the wings on air, but it's kind of like National Geographic if I do.
Yeah, that's fine. Enjoy your wings.
should-
I've been eating cold pizza.
Something like that.
That's true. The other triangular pizza is actually pretty warm.
Triangular pizza.
Yeah. They order more triangular pizza.
All right, so the Bengals are on the clock. What do we think they're going to do?
Offensive
here?
line.
Okay.
We
Troy
talked.
Utanu.
Oh, those look like good
You don't think they're
wings.
going to go corner here?
They could. But I said my run was 3, so I didn't want to push.
Leave these corners for the Dolphins, huh?
Or the Steelers? The Steelers pick is coming up, guys.
Who needs
I'm
corners?
very excited.
Let's make a decision right now. It's 10-11 or 10-0-11 as some people say.
After the
10-11.
Dolphins pick.
Yep.
Okay.
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 You guys have a different vote?
But it seems like we're.
What if the Dolphins trade out of the first round?
We're
What are you doing?
outvoted, it would appear. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of fine going the entire
GQ's
first
good.
round. if
He's
you
good
guys
to
want.
stay.
I
We're
mean,
all sleeping here tonight, right? Because we have to be back at 7 for the show
Yeah,
tomorrow?
Tony show.
yeah. Well,
Tony, how'd you get out of tomorrow's show?
I don't make the schedule, guys. I just show up when my name's on the email.
Jess, you too? Me and Billy, the only ones. How about
and we have a
I
Godless
was here
Football that's
today,
coming out
too.
tomorrow
Chris,
as well. So
triple header.
guess when that's going to be recorded. After this.
Then why aren't you?
Because Stugotz planned his flight at 7:30 in the morning, so we can't do it in the morning.
Woof.
Yep.
But then why don't you do it like right after the Dolphins pick?
Just whisper and no one can hear us.
Yeah.
Well,
If you do it right after the Dolphins pick, then everybody's happy.
We're flying right now, so I feel like we could finish this first round, and then I can do it. Because if we cut this out after the Dolphins pick,
Right.
and then I go over and we record God Bless Football, and
And
then
then something else
trade or
happens,
something
yeah.
happens between 21 and 32,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to re-record that anyway.
That's true.
So if I just wait out the draft here with my friends and ruin their nights,
Mm-hmm. Then you
Then
can
it's
do your
easier
job.
You
for
guys
me
should definitely
tomorrow.
wait it out. I think you guys should do that.
you could do it with us.
I feel
Why
like
not?
nothing will really
You
happen.
with us. Priya left. She's not gonna be here.
I'm telling you, nothing's going to happen in those
she
final
back
10
here?
picks.
She's back.
I didn't see her.
Those final 10 picks are going to be so boring.
I don't know.
They always are.
It's only one way to find out.
That's true. That's only one way to find
The
out.
last 10 are
Do the
always
Panthers
boring.
do something? Do the Browns do something? Do the Texans? Do they
I
want to
don't
get
think
in
the
on the
Browns
first
even
round?
have a pick 'cause
They
of
don't.
Deshaun
But do
Watson.
they trade to get in
Oh, I
to the
see
first
what you
round?
mean.
I don't know.
Chiefs.
I don't know.
Ooh, what do the Chiefs do?
Are the Chiefs going to do that whole Travis Kelce thing? No, is the answer.
Should I stay or should I go?
There you go.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Playing that
Hey,
like
guys.
2 hours ago, so I was like, got to use it.
Yeah, Mikey?
Does anybody want to play in Cincinnati anymore?
I was going to ask that. I have that in my notes. What's going on in Cincinnati? Why does no one want to be there?
That would have been a good question to ask our guest yesterday.
Who just signed there.
Yeah, right. He was talking about his buddies, too.
It would be a rude question, though. Hey, why doesn't no one want to play with you?
Hey, why does
Dan
your
would have
team
asked
suck?
it, though.
Yeah.
Dan would have led with that.
Yeah.
He was fun, huh?
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, great.
Kind of makes me feel bad that he was a Coug pitch, because now Cougs is like feeling himself on like guest pitching.
He was strutting around the office
he was
yesterday.
strutting
Like
around.
I told you guys that would
Peacocking?
be a good guess.
Yeah.
He was a good guest. I
He
mean,
was, but
I'm with you, though. If you find out it was someone else's idea that you want to knock down a peg,
It's
we're
like,
a good team. We're good teammates, though. We don't do that.
It's, you know what it is? It's keeping everybody
Falsehoods.
humble.
Serving up some humble pie to Cougs.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quite
nice
a chug
sip, right?
you had there.
It's-
That water.
we got a
It's a
frozen Mikey A eating a wing.
Can we put it on screen? Can we put it on screen, please? Frozen Mikey A eating a wing?
Oh boy. Yeah, let's not do that to him.
Okay, I guess not, Jason.
They're talking about Caitlin Clark during the draft right now.
We talked about Caitlin Clark in the draft.
We did?
We said who's more of a sure thing, the
We
number
did,
one
you're
pick.
right.
We led the show with that.
It looks like they're promoting the
Chris, how do you feel about
first
that?
Fever game.
A frozen Zoom is funny at any time.
Eating a wing? Funnier?
Wow, their stream lasted a lot longer than I expected. Good job, video team. That was solid 2.5 hours of Stugotz. And
I also like to
Maye.
think of Danny B sitting there like behind the camera, just like looking at Stu and
I
Mikey
picture
A.
Stugotz purposely tripping over it and like unplugging a wire.
You
It's
are,
like, oh, they
you're
froze.
exactly right. You are exactly.
Buddy, we done enough. I'm telling you, the Jets pick. They got it from here, buddy. Billy already
Stugotz is going
texted
to
me.
smoke an entire pack of cigarettes.
And then a
Billy
dog
texts
walker.
me. Billy texted me, buddy. He said, after the Dolphins pick, for sure done. That's what you text Stugotz? I don't know.
I did not text you that. Cincinnati Bengals, what do you think they're going to do here? They could use a tight end, even though they signed Mike Gesicki.
They could use a corner.
I feel like they need an O-line, too.
Yeah, O-line, corner.
Who do we think in the O-line?
Feels like they need a lot. Their defense was pretty bad last year.
I'm selfishly hoping they take Mims here because I really want someone to take Mims in this draft.
Why?
I have my reasons that you guys will know if Mims is taken in this draft.
Did you talk to him?
I have my reasons, which you guys will know if Mims is taken in
Daddy
this draft.
put a unit on it or what?
I'm very strongly hoping that Mims gets taken in this draft. Oh, the Bengals pick is in, but no one's on the stage yet. So
If it's Mims here, what do you do?
if it's Mims here, I'm happy, and I think you.
No,
guys
you
got
gotta
to
be happier
as well.
than happy.
You guys will be happy as well if Mims is taken here with this pick,
Ooh.
or if he's taken in the first round at all.
Mm.
Taylor seems
What's
confused.
happening here? There's a house band?
All right, kazoo it.
Oh, here we go.
Kazoo it.
Mims! Wow, Billy, you knew.
This is why
Who
I'm
knew?
hot.
How did you know?
Okay, so why are we going to be happy, dude?
All right, so Mims has been taken, which means another offensive lineman has been taken, which means Ian has done an assessment on Mims. What does Ian think about Mims?
All caps, bust.
Whoa!
There are turnstiles at Grand Central Terminal that would protect better than him. Pick grade, F.
Wow.
Is that
Did
why
you
you
know
were
that was
excited,
coming?
Billy? How did you know?
How did you know that was
Did
coming?
Albert Breer text you?
Well, no, I did some research and I saw that they may be interested in Mims, and I was hoping that Mims was taken because I saw Ian's draft grades before the draft today.
Because you knew he was a turnstile?
His worst graded
knew he was an
offensive
F.
lineman.
Ian Taylor's ex-roommate.
Roommate. I think he's just his roommate.
No, ex-roommate.
Former roommate.
Yeah.
I got my own
Former,
place.
wow.
Who is
Oh,
either
sorry, I
in
forgot.
sales or in finance of some kind. We don't exactly know what he's in, but he's flying to a wedding, so he couldn't join us today, but he still did all of this work. He graded a first-round pick, the 18th pick in the draft, an F.
I mean, he was pretty spot on with his other assessments, though.
And the only reason he grades offensive linemen is because he wants the Jets to pick them.
Yeah.
So that's why he breaks down the tape.
Any word from Ian? I know he's at a wedding, but any word on Jets pick on
I'll
what he
report
thinks? Do some research on that, please.
Greg Cody's board is
Looking bad.
up right now. Not looking good.
No.
But we knew he had the last two incorrect because they were already picked. So he has Jared Verse going to the Rams. We'll see if he gets back on track with that.
That feels like not.
It doesn't
gonna
feel
happen.
like it. I'm with
Feels
Tony.
like it's not gonna happen.
I'm with you.
He has 6 Zagax, and he has that half one there with McCarthy.
I mean,
And a
6
1.5
the gags, but those
bonus.
4 in the beginning, like,
yeah, those are
what
easy
are we doing
peasy.
there? Come on.
We knew that was going to happen.
He's really got 2.5, like you said.
This has been a weird draft. So the Steelers are up in 2 picks. I know you guys don't care, but I do.
No, I care.
And so
we
far,
care.
like all of the players that I was like, I would be happy if the Steelers
They're all
got this
gone?
person are all still on the board.
Oh.
which is
That's
crazy.
great. That's
I thought
great
they would have to
news.
trade up for a couple of these guys.
Who are
if
you
they
the
wanted
2?
them.
Like when you're 2 away, so now you're guaranteed to get one of these guys. Like
Well,
who are the
they're
2 you're hoping
guaranteed
for?
to get a good corner if they want one.
Yeah,
There's
true.
Multiple good corners on the board. They're
Steelers love a corner
probably could get a good offensive lineman. I don't know. I think
Weapons
they're
are
going to
looking a little
I think
suspect.
if
Give me
Quinyon
2
Mitchell's
names.
there, they're
This
going to
guy
take
or
it.
this guy.
I'll take Arnold or Mitchell. I
All right.
think.
Either corner, then.
Yeah, either corner. They need one. They need someone to be back there with Joey Porter Jr.
I hope you guys take Graham Barton.
You're
Or you trying to put that
definitely
evil
taking
on.
Graham Barton.
He's probably like going to be a 10-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Not on the Dolphins.
You shut your mouth.
If he goes anywhere else, yes. On the Dolphins, no. That's just how it is.
So we're at the Rams now. Do we think they take Cooper DeJean?
Corner would be a good spot for them. Is he going to play corner or safety in the league? I keep hearing that he's going to play safety.
Big debate lately about
Yeah.
moving him to safety.
Yeah.
He was a great corner.
Yeah,
in
he had a
college,
couple pick
so
sixes.
So
I would
all
take DeJean
good
on the Steelers
corner.
too. He wouldn't even have to change his uniform.
So we're not going to see a quarterback again for a while.
Probably not.
Who
tonight.
else is there?
Spencer Rattler.
No,
No, we're not going to.
Michael Pratt.
Sucks.
Jordan Travis.
Sucks.
Definitely not
Rattler is
tonight.
probably worth drafting in like the 3rd round. You don't?
You
like,
think?
Yeah.
3rd round?
I mean, yeah.
He's just undersized. I feel like he's
Maybe
a
even
project.
earlier. I don't know.
I was hoping Penix would be around this area so we could just be like, who's going to do it? Who's going to do
Well,
it? But now we know.
Falcons did it.
But at what cost?
Jordan Travis with that broken leg.
The BYU quarterback's also up there.
Stay away
Got a
from
weird
BYU
name.
quarterback.
Yeah. Good point, Billy.
Yeah.
Again,
Juju,
why you'd be a good GM?
How's it going?
Pretty good. The Philadelphia 76ers eliminated the New York Knicks tonight.
Wow.
2-1 is the score now. New York is up. Joel Embiid turned all the way
Bills
up.
What'd he
have
finish
beaten
with?
Juju down.
What'd he finish with?
I think he had 50, if I'm not mistaken. Salute.
Taylor, you nervous?
Series still hasn't started.
It's true.
Say it in Spanish.
Did I miss something?
La serie
Does
no
Taylor,
pasa.
Yes.
Taylor speaks Spanish now?
Do
or-
we have? Can we?
Dan
do we have that?
tried to make Taylor speak in
Dominican.
Spanish about the Knicks to Miro.
Why? Does he think Taylor speaks Spanish?
Well, no. It's a whole bigger thing
Mero
because
was saying that if you say que lo que, anybody could kind of.
you could get away with
Yeah.
being Dominican.
The
No matter
Rams
what
pick
you
is
do.
in, by the way. The Rams pick is in.
Do we have the ability to turn that around on video to show the people?
No, do not talk to the video team for at least
Okay,
2
sorry.
weeks.
I gotta
I'm
get back in my
telling
box.
you,
I gotta get
don't-
back in my box.
Back in the box.
Ian loved the Fashanu pick.
Don't talk to them.
Really?
Yep.
Did
Any
he?
more assessment or just said he loved it?
He said love it, wanted him or Fuaga, but long term, Fashanu could play left tackle. Latham at 7 is the biggest bust.
Wow.
Huh.
Latham at
Turnstile.
7. Mims is turnstile. Latham, I
Mims is a
think, is
turnstile.
just,
Oh, yeah. Did you get his
Sorry, my
reaction
bad.
on Mims?
Mims is just bust.
Ask him what he thinks about Mims. He hated Mims.
I think we just did that a minute ago.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yes. Agreed. Oh, what is this?
I'm starting to rethink my idea of doing the entire first round.
We're like 15 minutes away from the Dolphins pick, so if
We're right there.
we want to tell the audience, guys, this is the last 15 minutes.
But
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it count.
They're hanging out with us. Why don't we do them the service of doing the entire first round? That's what I'm thinking.
You're the one that said it.
You just said
Well,
the
it's just
opposite.
because things are slowing down a bit. You know, we've hit the 7th inning of our baseball broadcast right now, Chris Cody.
Take me out to the ball. No.
I didn't expect this.
Take
Seventh-
me
seventh
out
inning
to
stretch.
the crowd.
Buy me
All right,
some
kazoo it.
peanuts and- Oh,
Rams
okay.
pick.
Hold on a
Future.
second.
Oh, this is not sturdy.
Jared Verse. Wow. Greg Cody. Tony.
Damn. All
right.
We doubted him, and we
Damn.
were wrong.
All right.
Attaboy, Greg.
Verse fell a little bit, huh? There
I'm
were other
surprised.
teams interested in him earlier.
I'm surprised.
Really?
I'm pretty sure statistically this is already a good draft for my dad. I think like only 6 is generally a good draft.
Yeah, I thought that 7 or 8 was like his record all time.
Yeah,
Again, those first 4 though were.
But they count. Like we're cooking here. If he gets Graham Barton to the Dolphins, nice little draft for Greg.
Well, this one is wrong, right? Troy
Fatuano, didn't he get
Yeah, I
picked
think he's
already?
already been taken, yeah.
Yeah, he's not there.
So that's an X. We can X that out.
If this night ends with the Dolphins taking Graham Barton,
I don't
you're
think he's been
disappointed,
drafted.
correct?
I will be so happy.
He has not been taken yet.
All right,
Ethan,
don't do that.
You're fired.
Ethan, don't
fired.
do that.
Don't
Never
listen
mind.
to Tony. You're fired.
Ethan, don't do that.
There's a 1,000 names.
Keep
I don't
walking,
know.
Ethan.
Ethan,
Straight to
Jeremy
the
would
car.
never have done that. Yeah.
It's good handwriting. Whoever wrote that.
I think
it was
Kirsten, yep.
It's not Ethan. He can't do anything right.
She struggled a little with Brock Bowers. She went a little tilted down there, but other than that, it's pretty strong.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you would have done better.
Nitpicking.
You guys ever write anything left-handed just in case?
I do.
Sometimes I think about maybe I should start brushing my teeth with my left hand so I can train my left hand to be useful. And
I do
then
that.
I don't do it.
In case you lose your right hand? Like, what's going to
I
happen?
do
In
that
case I get
Yeah,
carpal tunnel from scrolling
once a week.
all day.
No,
Every Tuesday, left hand.
once in a while.
You do everything with your left hand on Tuesday.
He's ridiculous.
Once in a while.
He's
listen
not a
to me.
real human being.
Listen to me. Once in a while, I do brush with my left hand for that exact thing.
Just in
Gotta
case you
keep
ever
the left
lose your
hand
right
sharp.
hand.
I gotta keep the left hand sharp.
I don't hate it.
You know, the other day
I also
was,
try to write with my left hand often.
You try to write with your left hand often?
Yeah.
Why?
On Tuesdays, he does everything with his left hand.
Hell yeah.
I'm
What happened?
nervous.
What?
What? What are you looking at him for?
We're just humans talking.
Here, give me a pen. I'll write left hand.
Steelers on the clock.
What do you want me to write, Billy?
The other day I did forearm exercises with dumbbells, and then I wrote right after, and my handwriting was completely different. Completely different.
Here, I'll write your name.
For all of you
left-handed.
aspiring criminals out there, I would suggest if you're going to do a crime where you're writing something down, do forearm work right beforehand because your handwriting is completely different.
How many people would you invite to your draft party if you were having one at your house? Would you have like a full 40, 50 people? Or
Like if I was a draftee?
Yeah.
If you know you're going in the first round.
Yeah, like first
obviously.
round.
You have to be certain you're going in the first round because if you don't go in the first round, it's
Yeah,
more
it's
people that
embarrassing.
you're embarrassed in front of.
Oh, that was a bad one.
If I'm a
Sorry.
projected
I've done
top
it in a while,
15
Billy.
pick, once we get to like 18, I'm like clearing out the room. Everyone leave.
Jess, the Steelers are on the clock here. Who do you like?
I like both corners, and I like Troy Fautanu, the tackle. So, from
Fautanu.
Washington. What was that?
There, Billy.
Oh, Mikey and
Stugotz and
Stugotz
Mikey
are
A are
back.
back.
Oh, wow, they're back.
How did that go
What?
for you,
I was like,
Stugotz? You took
Someone
pictures
just
with all the
burped
people?
out a
Took
tackle.
some pictures. One game of skee ball, 2 heaters. Productive.
Attaboy.
While
He
you
did
were
pretty well at skee ball.
while you were gone, Greg Cody hit another Zagacto.
Was it an exacto or zagat? Like, what's the difference
I
again?
don't know, man. It's 10:30. Who cares?
Exacto is if he kind of gets it right. Zagacto is if everything.
Super Zagacto.
Look, Chris, this is a record for your dad, is it not?
I was just saying that I don't know the record, but I know just he's having a good draft.
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
he still refuses to come on with us.
Pick is in, by the way, Billy.
Oh, the pick is in.
But we're going to a commercial.
I could call
Steelers
him.
pick.
shit.
You want me
We
to
have
call
some
him?
time. No.
Okay.
Chris, I got a question for you. Would
Still
you
waiting
be
for the goal.
upset now that the 2 corners are there?
Dude, I'll take either
And
of
they
those
take
quarters.
Barton? But what if they take Barton with
Oh,
those
I'd be
corners?
so happy.
Just because it'd be funny to laugh at me.
It would be great.
I think
great
Danny
pick.
GQ would leave.
Do you want Barton?
I just think they need offensive line help the most. But Greer's been saying they're going best player, so I know that's what they all kind of say. But I think you got to go corner here. I'm just living and dying by this list, but this list has 2 corners here, and that's what I want.
Who is the best player available right now?
Quinyon Mitchell,
Graham Barton.
Quinyon Mitchell, and Terrion Arnold are
And I know
sitting
the
there.
Steelers really liked Mitchell, but they also really need help on the O-line for Justin Fields / Russell Wilson / the
Ooh.
future. My bad.
Future. You know what you should do? You should get a house divided Fields jersey.
Fields
Half and
/
half.
Wilson.
No, half Bears Fields, half Steelers Fields.
I see. But he's a different number, I think now.
No, but you make it the same number.
Okay. Well, the number doesn't matter.
What?
That's
Make
a
it
good
the same number. Who cares?
Tony, that's a great idea.
Thank you.
Is it?
Or I could do Claypool.
Stugotz, are we going to get to your top 5 ever tonight or no?
Yeah, we're going to get to it, Billy.
Okay, good.
Right before the Dolphin pick.
Are we going to play or mm-mm?
Oh, I didn't prepare any of those. I'm sorry about that.
Wow, ill prepared.
Off the gridiron also was not prepared for tonight,
is the
unfortunately.
answer.
I did think about calling Mojo to see if he wanted to be on here for the Ravens pick, but I did not do that, or potentially the Packers pick, but I did not do that.
Is he a Packers and Ravens fan?
He played for the Packers, and he's like a big Baltimore guy, Maryland
What happened
guy.
to the Golics?
Yeah.
I'm not asking the video
Fell through
team
the cracks?
anything for weeks. I am telling you right now, I'm not gonna ask. Not asking.
So they're coming on here, or
the internet is reporting what the Steelers have done. Do you guys want to know or wait?
Okay, hold on a second. All right, now we can do like a little quick preview. Yeah, unofficial.
That's a quick one.
Yeah.
They are
Troy Fontanu.
I don't think that's right.
Fontanu. Okay. Give us
Tomatoes
your analysis, please, Taylor.
Well, Ian's analysis.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
If this is what they do, in fact.
Via Taylor.
Much like Fuaga, Fuatanu
Oh boy.
plays with a nastiness and all heart at the right guard, right tackle position. Needs to work on his technique, but makes up with it with his heart. Potentially has some knee issues, but that shouldn't stop a team from drafting him in the first round. Ian's grade was a B, and he had him as a mid-first round pick.
Wow.
So good value.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Pretty locked in.
Fa'utanu. Thank you, Mikey A.
I'm going to regret that moment.
Oh, Mike Fuentes was celebrating in my head.
We need to cut that expeditiously.
No, we're never going to hear that.
Mike, please cut that.
What are you going to do with that? Play it here? Or you're going to tell Dan, guess what?
No, we're going to play it here
Greg
1,000
got that one,
times.
by the way.
Guess what Taylor did?
Greg nailed it.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
My
Greg
dad.
nailed that one.
If the Dolphins get Graham Barton, I'm leaving.
Well, you're trying to
This
leave
is turning
I'm
anyway.
leaving anyways.
What a
Trying to
comeback
leave
by
anyway.
Greg Cody.
This is my preemptive. I'm leaving after this.
I
pick
don't want to
announcement.
leave here till at least Juju's Bills make a pick.
I'm
so that
leaving when
Juju
Jess
sees-
leaves.
No. That's not happening.
Don't worry about me.
No. You are not leaving when Jess leaves. Absolutely no.
Don't worry about my bills. They'll
GQ
be
can
all
run
right.
the board.
Jess is leaving. Right. Jess is packing.
Can I hear the scouting report on Graham Barton? I mean, can I just hear it? Even though we don't know if he's being picked, I just want to hear. I want to hear what it is.
Well,
The problem with that is Ian didn't grade centers because the Jets don't have a need at center.
Yeah.
They drafted a center last year in the second round, so centers weren't even on his mind.
I'll have you know, Stugotz, that Ian was very excited with what the Jets did.
Yeah.
B plus.
He was not happy
That is
with
true.
the Mims pick.
I feel like he could bump it up to an A if he knew the Jets were going to go with
It's
him.
been a great night for Greg Cody.
I also got to say this about Ian's.
Ethan, you got to not slam the door because it shook the whole camera.
Yeah, come on.
It's like the fourth time today.
Amateur hour over here. Gosh. Anyway, what were we saying?
I was going to say I wanted to say this about Ian's evaluations. They're so glowing, and then he's like B.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how it works.
I thought that was going to
He's
be
a tough grader.
He's a realist. He's
a tough grader.
That's how you play
This
the
is-
game.
He's the best guy I've ever seen on tape. He is amazing. He's one of the best players to come out of college. C minus.
You did not hear Mims, did you?
I didn't.
Okay,
Oh.
let's read Mims again. Hold
Read
on a
Mims
second.
again.
Let's go back to Ian's analysis of Mims.
Amarius Mims. Bust. There are turnstiles at Grand Central Terminal. There's a lot going on. At Grand Central Terminal that would protect better than him. Pick grade, F.
Yeah, F.
Cut that one too, please.
Mike Fuentes is going to have a supercut Dan never asked for just if Taylor making mistakes. Wow, the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Cam Hayward, my
What a
fave.
moment.
How do you like that suit, Billy?
His?
Yeah.
I just said nice suit.
The
what it's worth.
the tie, I feel like doesn't go with the color.
Slightly askew.
Yeah, right?
Stop it. You're wearing slides with socks.
That's true.
What do you want me to wear? You want my dogs
I
out
wanna
with
see
slides?
These, let me see these toesies.
Good comeback.
You want dogs out?
You got her.
Your second one, the longest one?
No, my big one is the
Why
longest
didn't you
one.
dress like
Cam
an
Hayward
adult
said
today?
his name the same way I said his name, so I feel slightly better now.
Why didn't I dress like an adult?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
We did, but you never
I'm kinda
confirmed. So I thought you were
disappointed.
going to give me the Kiss makeup treatment.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so the Dolphins are now on the clock.
Chris, you're on the clock.
Oh, Stu.
Oh.
What are we doing?
We still have Stugotz's
It's
top
kicking
guys.
down.
What else do you want me to deliver while
I can go to it, Billy, if you need.
I'm leaving.
I kind of hope that the Dolphins trade down.
I have like a 45-minute walk to my car after this. So
Why?
I didn't know we could park here
Oh.
until after I parked.
Streets were closed today because of the corporate run.
It was a 45-minute drive back to the.
I wish it was 45 minutes.
This is this
really
is one
is-
of the downsides for you staying in Detroit. But again, we had to have you stay in Detroit or you wouldn't have gone. So
It is funny when you like go on Google Maps and you're like, "Where is this anyways?" And you're like, "Oh wow, it's a small little town."
But a lovely place.
I'm
The
sure it's
DraftKings Sports and Social in Troy, Michigan.
Amazing place.
It's actually it's awesome.
I know. That's what I said. Oh, here we go. Breaking news. We have a picture of Stugotz with a fan at the watch party that has made social media and now is here on the screen.
He has a child.
Hey, look, Chris Cody, that's your saying.
There's my elbow.
Good job, Mikey.
Was that before or after the heater?
Wait, they brought a baby to
That
his
was pregame. That was preheater. Yeah.
Look at the way that baby is staring
The
at
baby's
Stugotz.
like, what is wrong with this guy? This guy smells like shit.
I smell death on you.
I feel like I just smoked a pack.
I smell dead people.
Stugotz, I learned on this trip that you're
Oh my God, the baby!
you're a puffy vest guy.
All my trips to Chicago, Billy, I needed something because I never brought a jacket. My wife bought me one of these. So
It's a good look. I like it.
Yeah.
It is a good look.
But it doesn't cover your arms, though.
No, but it's fine. It's puffy in all the right places. It's actually slimming.
You got to wear it with a
So am
sweatshirt.
I.
The pick is in for the Dolphins. Here's a
Oh,
big
my
God,
God.
please.
All right, Chris, who do you want?
Graham fucking Barton.
Please.
I want one of these
Graham
corners.
Barton.
Quinn and Mitchell. That's who I want.
Please be Barton. Please.
You know who I really don't want them to take?
Who?
Terrion Arnold.
What about Chop Robinson?
Yes.
Edge
I
rusher?
really don't want
Chop's
you guys
not
to
bad.
take
He's
it.
good.
I'll say this. We are an hour ahead of where I scheduled this pick to happen. We are flying.
How late did you think this thing
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
know.
go?
I
It's
told you, I was like-
10:35.
I had this pick happening at 11:40.
He did 10 minutes for every pick.
Yeah, I did 10 minutes for every pick.
There's nothing wrong with
Where
that.
is Chop supposed to go, by the way? Because I have him under 26.5.
He's fifth best available on this list.
Ah.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting
Yeah.
cooked on that.
Oh.
But
Oh.
people have fallen.
Unconfirmed reports. I will not report it until I know the truth.
Great.
Oh, Chris looks happy.
No, he doesn't know.
I don't know why
Jess
Jess
won't
is
tell
keeping
me.
this a secret. It's so weird. She wants to leave, but she won't end it.
Oh, my God.
I don't think it's Quinn and Mitchell because I said, "Is it Quinn and Mitchell?" And she's like, "I don't know."
That's a great point,
Well,
Billy.
that's not who you want, though.
No,
I said Quinn and Mitchell. I
Rolls
do.
are fake.
He wants Graham, dude.
I thought you wanted
I
Graham.
don't want Graham.
He
Barton.
wants Graham
That's who
so
they're-
bad.
That's who they're gonna take.
We're all rooting for Graham.
What
at
about
the
this D tackle from
GQ wants
Illinois?
Graham. Don't you want Graham, GQ?
What about Newton D
No,
tackle?
anybody
from
but
Illinois?
Graham.
Stugotz, you said
You want
had
anybody
Chop
but Graham?
Robinson at 27, 26 and a half?
Under 26.
Under 26.
Under 26, yeah.
Wow.
No, big 26.
This might be a big moment for you, Stugotz.
Could have bought it up a half.
This might be a big moment
think
for you,
you're good.
Stugotz, according to Omar Kelly. This may be a big moment for you.
But we're back in commercial on the old ESPN.
What if I stand in your box?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Back over
Somebody
there.
spoil it for me. I feel like everyone knows and no one's telling me.
Are you not paying attention? Context clues here.
What? I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking around at everybody, and I feel like everyone knows but me.
Don't nobody tell him.
It's Graham Barton,
It's
isn't it?
Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him.
Why is everybody being quiet?
We still have Stugotz's top 5 to get to.
It's a visual medium. Danny GQ is trying to do like sign language.
Don't tell him. Don't
Oh,
tell
we
him,
took
GQ.
Chop.
Whoa, spoiler alert. That's
Whoa.
What?
At first, I saw him chopping. I was like, a FSU player? I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is. Who's that?
Who could that be? Well, Greg Cody, wrong again.
All right, cool name.
He's been doing well. That's,
Great name.
That's the analysis on the Dolphins.
That was
pick.
my number one
All
name
right,
of the draft.
Cool.
You weren't here that day. We talked to Mina. I
Better
said-
than Kool-Aid.
No, I was there.
Better
I
than
heard
Kool-Aid.
that.
Okay, then why do you look at me like that?
Because that's not a ranking.
It absolutely is.
Get out of the way, Ethan.
Billy,
We're
can
trying
you play
to see
taps
this
on your
thing.
kazoo? Because I'm leaving.
Play what now? What is that?
Yeah,
Like the
what-
funeral thing?
Yeah.
21 picks. How about us? Good job, bud.
You asked
Real
for tap.
guys.
Nice, Billy.
Did Chris go for the Tuesday lefty joke twice?
Yeah, he did.
What did he say?
Yes, he did.
What did he ask?
I thought I was hearing things, but he actually did that twice.
Yeah. No, it was locked in.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You're just laughing. Teammate.
Chris, listen, the Dolphins don't need him, but I know you want Xavier Worthy. I mean, that's a highlight package right there.
Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill.
Graham Barton from Duke.
Don't we already know who it is?
Arios.
All right, so the Eagles are on the clock, even though the Dolphins' pick hasn't been officially announced yet.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, Juju, maybe this is a good moment for your Eagles.
You dig me? Xavier Worthy, I got my eyes on him. I'm trying to be positive. Everybody online is saying I'm a negative Nancy tonight. I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't worry about that.
I'm just very passionate about Thursday Thunder, and it did not hit. So what do you guys want me to do? I care about the picks. You know,
Yeah.
Bogey let me down tonight. Sorry, guys.
And
I let you guys down. So,
Juju, what about
choose no
Brian?
punishment.
What about Thomas Jr.? 'Cause he's ahead of Worthy, receiver.
whoever the Bills pick and the Eagles pick, I think it would be a fantastic pick.
Even if it's Graham Barton?
Even if it's Graham Barton, we'll turn him into something.
You don't want Graham Barton.
They had notable Dolphin defenders not with the team anymore. Eli Apple can't be on that list. That's not notable. Not great. Yeah.
There you go, Stugotz. You've had a lot of hits today,
Oh,
Stu.
who could have saw that coming?
All right, good work, everyone.
Well, we still have Stugotz's top 5 that we haven't done.
Golf in Miami makes sense, no? It's a great name for Miami.
Attaboy. Tuesday, lefty.
Philadelphia's got no
Everything lefty. If you didn't get it the first time. Oh, man.
Is that a prediction?
That was in your ear.
Okay.
I said, don't let the Chiefs.
Tony,
get
that was your
Xavier
best
Worthy.
name in the draft?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Chop Robinson.
Who's second?
Taylor starts talking and Stugotz just trambles right over.
Kool-Aid.
Oh, sorry, Taylor.
It's all good.
He was finally getting a sentence out clean.
One more time, Taylor.
To be fair, it wasn't that clean.
What's wrong with you? Because in real life, you talk perfectly fine.
It's something about being in the studio, the lights. I've
What?
been listening to this show. I know everybody's just waiting for me to make a mistake to just jump on me.
Nah. Don't worry. I've misspoke a bunch of times tonight. It's okay. All right, Stugotz, you want to do
Taylor, you got a bright future.
You want to do your top 5 here because I feel like Chris wants to end this thing now that the
Sure.
Dolphins have already picked.
I mean, we don't have to do it either and just end it, you know?
No, people are wondering. People have been waiting
We need
around
the top
for
5
hours.
for sure.
Yeah, they want to know your top 5.
The top 5 things that the D in Detroit stands for, Billy, okay?
Okay.
Number 5, Detroitish, my ass.
It's close.
Yeah, it's not bad.
If you can get there in a car, it's close enough.
Number 4, don't take this the wrong way, but I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Thank you to DraftKings Sports and Social for hosting this tonight.
Number 3, does it ever get over 45 degrees here?
Good question.
Number 2, Dan Orlovsky once ran out of the back of the end zone and threw the football thinking the play was still on.
Who did that happen to recently?
And number 1, DraftKings Sports and Social.
Do you have a crowd there, Stugotz, that hears what you're doing, or no? Or are they just kind of
No,
watching?
they can't hear a thing.
Okay, I was wondering if you're performing
Billy,
for a crowd.
Stu can't hear a thing either.
I'm not.
Yeah. Did they all go home? Are they still there?
No, it's packed.
But are they watching you? Did you meet everyone that wanted to meet you yet, or no?
I met just about everyone who was here to see us. Yes, and then I did go up to a couple of tables thinking that people were here to see, and they weren't.
And they ordered more wings.
It was Jimmy Garoppolo that ran out of the end zone recently.
That's right.
By the way, can I give you an OLI you left off?
Ooh.
Sure.
Don't call it New York pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Why? How did that come up? Why were you complaining about New York pizza?
We went to a place that said New York style pizza today, and Mikey A and I are both from New York, and it doesn't taste like New York style. It's false advertising.
But why, when in Detroit, when there's Detroit style pizza, would you go for New York style pizza?
Exactly right.
Billy, that's a converation. Why we wound up there.
Well, let's have it. I have no place.
Are you ready
be.
to have it?
I'm
Right.
trying to drag this out as long as I can.
I don't think Stugotz is in a place to have that conversation.
No, I mean I'm all right. We've had a good time. We've made the best of it, Billy. Detroitish.
We've made the best of it is never an
Never
endorsement
good.
of a good time.
Never good.
8.5 out of 21 for my dad.
So far, there's still time too.
Pretty good.
Those top 4 also, though, were a bit sketchy.
Tuesday, everything lusty.
Yeah.
Phil Mickelson on a Tuesday.
I really can't believe that your dad refused to come on with us because of the Panthers. The Panthers game ended like over an hour ago at this point.
He's one of a kind.
How's Jumpin' Charlie?
Terrion Arnold's really fallen.
Jumpin' Charlie? Good.
I feel bad for Terrion Arnold, your friend Stugotz. I feel like everyone expected him to be gone by now.
I'm just glad he didn't go to Miami.
For who, Billy?
Terrion Arnold.
Yeah, well, he's certainly expected to be gone by now.
Yeah.
Said he's the best player in the draft. Period. End of discussion.
He may very well be still, by the way. He just hasn't been drafted yet. That comment added nothing.
Hey, Jacksonville's next, and I'm sure he'd love to go there.
Who's a guy drafted like late, Tony, who's the best guy? Well, I guess Tom Brady.
Brock Purdy.
The Eagles pick is in.
Great? I don't know.
Juju, who do you think?
He's
who
the
you
last
like
pick
here
at
for the
least.
Eagles?
Who's
the best
the cornerback?
available?
I like Stugotz's friend, the cornerback.
Okay. Who's the best available, Chris?
They do need a corner.
The 2 corners just still sitting there. And Stugotz, that was the quickest topic in the history of topics right there. You just did. You threw out the question about Brady. You're like, who's the?
I
Well,
didn't
I
hear
answer
the
my own
question.
question. I do that sometimes.
I didn't hear, what was the question?
There's no one better than Brady.
The best late round pick ever. It was Brady.
Yeah.
All right, good.
No, I'm saying like who was the latest pick who ended up being the best player in that draft? And as I was saying it, I
It's
realized
Brady.
Tom Brady, which ends the game. So I mean,
How do we feel about Brock Purdy, Stugotz? Where do you lie on him?
I have no idea what to think of Brock Purdy. Like I have no idea if he's good. All I know is Kyle Shanahan is a coward because that guy will never go out and get a quarterback that will give him serious expectations. He likes to say, "Hey, I could do it without a quarterback," and then when he doesn't get it done, he can always say, "Well, I know I have the last pick of the draft. I didn't have a quarterback." Very convenient. Get a great quarterback.
Well, he had the 3rd pick in the draft. He just never used him.
Farted it away, yeah.
I'm told this pick is Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, but then he claimed that wasn't his pick, Tony, with John Lynch's.
Oh,
I mean,
please.
guy, Shanahan's got it figured out.
Please.
Did we do all of Ian's offensive line grades?
Yep.
Okay, good. I want to leave no stone unturned when we head out here tonight.
The
Still waiting on the
Ponder
goal
file is-
licks, but I don't know we're going to get to that.
Ponder file is completely gone,
Is it?
except for me writing your name left-handed.
Let's go to Jessica for an update.
Why'd you write my name?
Jess?
Jess?
Lucy told us we could check in with her when Cooper DeJean was drafted, but I don't think that offer still stands since she was kicked out of the draft almost an hour ago at this point.
Yeah.
Did she make that up? Because there's still a lot of people there.
Well, there's people inside like the covered up area. I am assuming that they got the okay for that, but it's like the other hundreds of thousands of people beyond that barrier that had to go home.
Love a good rubbing of the hands before a pick.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
Especially when it's cold outside.
Juju, you like this pick?
What's the pick?
You're about to find out.
It's Quinyon Mitchell. At least our guys have reported.
All right, Roger. It's getting late.
Tighten it up, Roger.
Exactly. I'm sure you're talking about something great, but
We're on a clock here. Come on.
yeah.
Give us the pick.
I believe it was Quinyon Mitchell that they picked. Juju.
Damn, he got a mixtape about to come out. What you introducing?
I took quarterback, Billy. We'll have to stick around to the end of the draft. I took quarterback with the final pick.
Of this?
On Saturday.
We had to stay here till Saturday.
Wait a minute.
That's on you, buddy.
What was your pick?
Last pick would be a quarterback.
In this round, you thought the Chiefs were going to take a
No,
quarterback?
no. In the draft. So we're here till You'll be standing till Saturday.
You'll be in Troy until Saturday.
I might make it home by then.
They went to Jordan Mailata for what now?
All right, he in the wasteland from the future.
Yeah,
Damn.
in Fallout.
Juju, you like that?
I don't like where he's at.
I like the
I still don't know the
idea.
pick.
I like the idea of going to Australia, but actually being there seems like it would be very scary.
Fly Eagles fly all the way to victory.
Why,
Let's
Billy?
go. I like it.
Dangerous
I love the
place.
Toledo Rockets, huh?
pick. Salute to my brother Hawk and my brother Bruce. They went to Toledo. You got to know, man.
There you
I
go.
love this pick. We needed this, brother. This is a fantastic pick. The Eagles are in a whole different boat than the Bills.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? The Bills got a lot of work to do. But the Eagles, we flying, we soaring. We got Saquon.
The offense is good.
AJ Brown.
The offense is good. The defense needed help, and they needed help at corner too.
For sure.
Juju, can I speak something into existence for you?
I'll get help with Belichick.
I want to speak into existence Juju going to the Eagles game in Brazil this year.
That would be fire. I'm going to speak it into existence, too.
Friday night, week 1.
Yeah, it's a big game. They said they're not going to televise it.
I heard the streets in Brazil get a little crazy, though.
They do,
So me walking around Brazil would do for the locals.
People are driving through the streets with safes.
That is true.
I might get stabbed by 4 times.
That was in Brazil, right?
Yeah, it was. Big ass safe too.
Oh my God,
huge.
Billy, why would you be scared in Australia?
Why? Because have you seen all the animals there? I don't want to make this like a cliche thing, but there's crazy animals in Australia. Spiders the size of
what? Yeah.
Exactly right. Tony knows what.
I don't know what.
A ton of venomous snakes there.
Mm-hmm.
Kangaroos.
We have none of that where we live.
Jacked kangaroos.
Jack kangaroos.
For the most part, the
Not the
snakes
kangaroos,
the
but-
snakes behave here for the most part. They just kind of stay in
Over
the
there,
Everglades.
they don't.
Yeah, exactly right. Their animals seem to have keys to your house. They're always inside the houses somehow. I don't know how they get into these houses, but there's always these crazy animals inside the houses.
There's a
in
kangaroo
Australia.
stealing a dog, and you're like, why?
How did that happen?
What's
yeah.
the point? Like, why are you stealing?
You're
the
like, hey,
dog?
kangaroo, did you steal my dog? And you're like, no. And then you open the pouch, and there's your dog inside the kangaroo's
That's right.
pouch.
And you got to punch him.
Exactly right.
And he punches you back.
No, hops up and kicks you. Kangaroo kick is something you don't want to trifle with. I'll tell you that right now. Learned that the hard way.
You just walk up on the kangaroo and say, "Bae."
Mm-hmm.
We have to ask Ron what to say to a kangaroo.
If it's gonna kick you,
if you come across a kangaroo in the wild, and they try to
Say good
stand
day.
square up on you.
You could box like that one guy did.
How much of Ron McGill's stuff do you think is made up? Like he knows that we're just dumb and we'll
Probably
believe anything he
17%.
says.
Probably very little of it.
Yeah, 17%.
Very
Go
little.
higher. I go higher, Juju.
I feel like Ron knows that he can say anything and will believe it, and also knows if he says I don't know, it's not the best because we've gotten him on a couple I don't knows.
Yeah.
So I
Doesn't
wonder
make for
what
good
percentage
content.
he just makes up or has an educated guess on.
The noises I feel like he makes up. He's always just like,
Yeah, he all of a sudden at the top of his head, he's like, "What sound does it make when it kind of whatever?"
You never
blows
heard
his
the
nose like,
animal.
it's like
Half the time we can't even hear it because the Zoom turns
Right.
off.
Exactly right. It'd be great if he doesn't actually know and he knows that the Zoom thing is going to be an
Cuts
issue,
off,
so he
right?
just doesn't make a sound. He just does like an exaggeration.
Or he makes a sound so loud that it cuts off the Zoom, and he doesn't have to actually do it.
Are you pointing at someone, Stugotz? Someone scream your name. What's going on?
Yeah,
over
someone pointed at me. I point back.
There
Draft
you go.
night.
Yeah, hell yeah.
there? No.
Oh, wow, is this a Tony show?
I don't like that. I don't like that. We still have how many picks here? 10 picks to go. Come on, guys. We've made it this far. 10 picks.
We got
Let's do this.
Saturday.
10 picks, 100 minutes max. What is that? An hour and a half?
100 minutes max.
When does Juju's team pick? When do the Bills pick? 28? Can we make it to 28? We're
28,
20.
yeah.
We're 23.
Why did we say we were only doing 21? Is my
because
question.
I asked how long we were doing this, and Mike Fuentes says we're doing it until the Dolphins pick at 21.
So it
was put out there that we were going to do it till 21. But if
You
you're
think the video
watching this-
crew was mad at you before?
Video team is
They
rude.
all done text their wife, baby, you won't believe this. We are out actually earlier tonight.
Well, here's the
Pull
Fuentes
out
just,
the pumps.
Fuentes just said in my ear, "What's Billy's end game?"
Well, the thing is that Fuentes also knows that me and him and Stugotz and Mikey have to record God Bless Football after this. So even once we end this, it's still going to go on a little bit longer.
It never ends.
Yeah.
But you could start that now.
Well, I'm not in charge. I just have the microphone. You guys can end it whenever you want. I'm just hosting this thing. You know what I mean? I don't have the controls.
Chris is telling Danny GQ to shut off the stream.
I was like, he just said it'd be funny if it just.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Is that the stream right there that you're running?
No, I mean, I
I'm
can
sure
turn
you
this
can
off.
find
if
out.
you
Only
need.
kinda.
If I'm going to be
GQ's
perfectly
looking at a draft board.
If I'm going to be What do you like on the draft board? What are we thinking?
I don't know. The Dolphins going to trade back up? Are we going to make this thing more interesting, or what's happening?
They're
here?
definitely not. So
You think they're going to trade back into the first round?
All right, I'm back. Who we taking?
All right. Well, look, Fuentes. Both
That's the only
Fuenteses.
thing that excites me right now.
Well, you,
Also, congratulations. I know what else excited you. Congratulations on your new engagement, brother.
Let's clap it up for him. Let's clap it up for him. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely, GQ.
Thank
the
you.
part of the draft where we're congratulating
Congratulating
GQ.
engagements.
Getting engaged.
Why not? That's our brother.
What's
If you're
happening
listening,
right now?
if you're listening on YouTube and you want to send us a comment, we'll give shout outs to whoever you want.
But they only come via Taylor because he's the one that has the chat. So
Yeah, exactly right. Oh, Ethan's back. What is he? He's the bearer of bad news usually.
Looking around, what is he doing?
I forgot his water
Let's
bottle.
Sit down.
Here we
Water
go.
bottle. Oh, here we go. Pick is in. Oh, wait, my kazoo.
Hurry up.
Ah.
There we go.
Kugler's in the chat.
Hey, we had him.
Ryan Thomas.
We had him on.
BT.
If I look up the comments, are they going to be crushing me?
No, they're not
A lot of
crushing you.
love.
Dude, there's a ton of comments.
A lot of love. It's almost
Shout
hard
out
to
the
keep up
chat.
with it.
Salute to KO Messi. Where
this-
does Cooper go?
Did this go
I don't
well,
know.
Yeah, absolutely.
relatively speaking?
Dude, we were in 4 places at one time.
User 435 says end the stream now.
Oh.
Mark Fowl said, "Where is Rose?"
Wow,
Rose is with
Brian
Lucy,
Thomas
brother.
Jr. is finally selected.
A lot of congrats, Danny GQ in the chats.
Stugotz, Danny,
Thank you, chat.
or Mikey. Jeez,
long day
That's
for
fine.
Billy.
been a long day.
Long day for Billy.
Billy, you crushed it, man. You and Tony crushed it. You really did. You guys did a
Wait,
great
hold
job.
on. What'd you think of that pick? Your friend just got picked.
Well, he wanted to catch passes from Aaron Rodgers,
He did say that.
and
Well-
then he quickly clarified that did not mean he wanted to be a Jet.
Right.
Oh, good. That probably made you feel
If
great.
Aaron were on another team.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be catching from Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh.
Maybe. If you
Whoa.
could hit him.
Maybe. For a year.
Trevor Lawrence, huh? That didn't work out.
I mean, it's okay.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, sure.
How lucky did Trevor Lawrence get to be in the draft class with all those other guys? Zach Wilson.
He's the only guy still on his team.
Like how lucky? Like, hey, I wasn't as good as we all thought, but look at them.
But, like, I'm better than them, at least.
Not as bad as those guys.
We had a clip of Brian Thomas saying something. Is that still relevant or no?
We got a comment also from
Okay, not
Jared
relevant.
Vig off YouTube. He says, "Billy, you got all his lips smiling."
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Salute.
Salute to that person.
Jared Biggs.
Listen, Mike Fuentes, Chino Fuentes, Jason, I'm going to tell you right
The
now.
Fuentes brothers killing it today, by the way.
I'm not in control of what's going on right now.
All right, we could end at 11. How about that? Nice even number.
Ooh, 6 minutes, but what if the pick isn't in by then? We're going to end waiting to find out who the Cowboys picked?
The other room just like erupted in applause at the idea of
They
ending
can
in 6
go.
minutes.
I don't know why they're still here.
We can't.
Billy's going to make him stay
Jess
all
is
night,
still
man.
in there. I can hear her.
Who
No, I don't think
needs
that's
to be here? Who needs to be here?
I think just like this room and that back room, right? And Stugotz and Mikey. But aside from that,
The Fuentes for sure need to
the
stay.
Fuentes is in Jason, GQ,
GQ
you,
got this board on lock.
Enough? Well, Cynthia came in and
walked
said
in and
enough.
declared enough. But also,
But enough of what?
you guys can go. It's fine.
You realize they can't though.
Miguel Mascaro says, "I say y'all just go into God Bless Football and stay live."
Oh, wow.
They got it recorded though, Miguel. They have it on podcast for him.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we're doing that right after this. Yeah.
Stu needs to have a heater break, too,
Do we
though.
want to be the company that ends a draft coverage in the middle of the draft? Is that who we want to be as a company? I'm starting to get the feeling Dan's not going to come.
Or also,
I should have never moved my car.
Yeah.
You could also, if you are
Damn it.
wanting some more coverage tonight, the alley-oop will start shortly after this end, and we're going to be recovering.
Oh,
the Knicks
wow.
loss
See, now you're
tonight.
making Juju Gotti and the entire alley-oop cast wait.
Who's running that for you?
Look, the world, the people who listen and the listeners are running it. Basically.
No, I mean like technically, like who's up for that?
I don't think that's anyone's business. I think my brother Tony or Lewis or. I'm not sure the logistics, but it will happen.
Maybe Thomas?
I'm just
DJ
wondering.
Tommy Thomas, and he's out there with
He's
Lucy.
in Detroit, yeah. I'm just
yeah.
wondering if it's the people that we've upset back here because they're in no mood to.
Oh, nah.
be helping
I'm
us
not
anymore.
bothering none of them.
Yeah,
we're
no,
gonna
me
be
neither.
live on my computer.
What can we bring them to? They feel happy tomorrow. Is donuts
An
an
ending
adequate
to the
thing?
show, I think.
You're in charge. I'm just here.
Salute to D. Carfield.
Yeah. The Cowboys, 246 here. They're going to get this pick in before
I got to
11.
tell you, Billy's right. You can't bail on the Cowboys pick. I mean, we're
Yeah,
committed to it.
America's team. Yeah,
exactly
America's
right.
team.
Tony gets it.
Yeah.
You guys realize Green Bay's next too, right?
Can't bail on that
Oh,
pick.
shit.
Sauce
We
Casillo.
should. Thank you. Mike Fuentes just said in my ear, we're only 4 away. We really should do the
But he
Bills
also
for
said he
you.
doesn't want to be here all effing night.
I know, but he's also a professional above all other things. And I think he
That is
thinks,
true.
you know what, we should do the Bills. And then
Content guy.
once we get to the Bills, we only have 4 picks left before the end of the first round. So why don't we just stay? That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Chris Cody is not happy.
We're going to be fine. Well, tomorrow's easy. Tomorrow's substitute teacher day, right? Who's
Yep.
in tomorrow? Tomorrow will be a fun day.
Not me.
And we're all going to be in this boat together. No, I'll be here too, Chris. Don't worry. We're going to be in this together. Me and you. Who else is here? Roy will tell us about the Ice Cats or whatever.
I don't know if he's on or not.
Salute to Javier Lopez.
Yeah.
We see you.
The catcher?
I mean, he's locked in. He said salute to you, Billy. You did me.
Hey, you know what? You haven't gone to the bathroom one time.
Did Graham Barton get picked?
Not yet.
What do we think? Graham Barton here? I haven't had water either. I'm going to driving home.
Have some Coke, dude.
We're down to a minute.
A cola.
Have some Coke, dude.
That's hot, yeah.
A cola.
Hot.
Drink some water, dude. Jason won't screw me this time.
It's the only time he told me get back in your squares when I was drinking water.
No, we can't kick people out of the chat. I don't think so. See, Angie. Nice name, the Angie.
Why are you kicking
Great
people
week
out of
on
the
chat.
Oh, the engine.
Right.
I finished it.
You did?
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Go watch Shogun.
Shogun. At the end, my boy caught the wha.
You did me?
Cowboys are
do.
down to the last 30 seconds
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Wow, I have a trade.
Uh-oh.
Cowboys trading down and out of the 24th pick in a deal with the Lions, moving them to the 29th overall pick.
I'm going to tell you something.
Lions are on the clock.
I'm going to tell you something that I was told in confidence today by Lucy. She told me that she heard on the street that the Lions were interested in Cooper DeJean. So if they're trading up
to get Cooper DeJean?
maybe they get Cooper here who still hasn't been drafted. People thought that he may go
to
the Jaguars.
Not big for people to be whispering on the streets, you know?
I'm not. Look, I was
Bro,
told
that's
by
neither here nor
someone.
there.
I was told by someone that may be the case. So we'll see. She also said that she was hoping that happened, that she could get the Lions fans' reaction, but that did not happen because, again, they kicked her out of the area at 10 o'clock.
But we tried.
What are you doing, Stugotz?
DraftKings Sports and Social is ecstatic.
Hey.
Oh,
Also,
wow.
Salute to Carlos Solano and Crystal in Tampa, Florida.
Wait, can you turn around the camera so we can see the fans' reaction or not really?
Very dangerous game right now, Billy.
Okay, let's not do that then.
Hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, because we're
what the camera is.
Here's what happens: if you turn it around, then your feed is cut out, and then we'll end this. So I think that maybe the TV crew is hoping that you do it, and then we have to just end this. But look, how about this? Can we make a compromise?
Too much.
You guys all want to leave, right? Are we? Let's go around the room. Juju, do you want this to end?
I'm in. No, I do not. I never wanted it to end.
Okay,
But he does want to start his stream, though.
I started whenever. The Lakers, it's the second quarter.
That's the spirit.
Taylor?
Thank you.
Taylor, do you want this to end?
No.
Okay.
I'm here for the vibes.
All right. GQ,
I'll be the negative Nancy. I'm out.
you want this to end.
What a jerk, GQ. I'm ready. Let's ride this thing out.
Ready
look,
what,
he has
to
his
go?
lovely
Really?
lady at home waiting for him. He's
Just
been
wanted to
out
make
all day. He been up since 6 in the morning trying to help us out, man.
Yeah.
Salute
All right,
to
fine.
GQ.
I'll leave with GQ.
Well, no, because I was gonna.
Wow.
We twisted his finger.
I was gonna say the Lions pick. It's
What a
Detroit.
martyr.
Maybe this is a good ending place. We
Yeah.
just see who the Lions get. But again, we're so close to Juju's Bills. Don't we want to know who they get?
Are we close?
Yeah,
They're
Taylor-
going to take Xavier away.
Taylor's
28.
been asking for some reps in this chair.
Oh, you know what?
That's
switch.
a bad idea.
You should
I
switch
don't
right
do
now.
that.
Yeah.
Taylor for EP?
No,
You should switch
I'm down.
right now, actually.
I like Taylor, but don't do that.
Let him cook.
I think Billy just wants a chair.
No, I'm good. I'm good, and I don't regret this decision. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Your feet look really comfortable.
They're actually they're feeling great.
Yeah.
My back, that's a different story.
How about
My
your
feet are
knees?
feeling good. No, my knees are good. I've been working out, but my back is bothering me. Lower back, not feeling
Little
great
tight?
right now. The pick is in for the Lions.
Salute to Gustavo Torres, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that a Goody Goppington jersey I saw right there?
It is. By the way, what are your thoughts on grown men walking around dressed like lions? Because we definitely saw that today.
I saw a dog dressed as a lion.
Well, that's just cute.
Yeah. Oh, there's an adult dressed as a lion. We're slightly delayed. You guys are going to know what happened, so you can kind of tell us how the reaction is for the fan base there.
They want Terrion Arnold. Crowd done.
Uncused 15, salute. Robert Voss, salute.
That's the dude that would play with a chip on his shoulder after being sitting around to the 24th pick.
Ooh, did they take Terrion Arnold? Camera's on him. He seems happy.
Benjamin Rose, I see you.
I really like that suit.
You could wear that on an Easter Sunday.
By the way, we were flying, and then the 24th pick is taking like a half an hour.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Jewels
Chris is asleep.
Griffiths.
I believe Chris fell asleep in his chair.
The morale in this row in front of me is so bad.
I don't understand it.
I just hear, every pick.
It's because I've been bamboozled. If you just said we were doing the first round, I would have been mentally prepared. The whole time, it's like we're stopping at 21.
That's
we're
what I was.
stopping at 21.
Well, he
That's what
said
I was
we were
told.
stopping at 11, and then the 11 got traded because of the pick, and now we're back.
Who said we were stopping at 11?
You did.
Oh, 11 p.m.
Yeah, 11 p.m.
Mike Fuentes told me 21. Okay, but the microphone's still on, and the fans are still there.
Because the host usually has to say, "Thanks for joining us, everyone. We love you."
Craving the entire
Not
first
gonna do that,
round.
Chris.
But
They're
the
craving
Stugotz,
the entire
grab
first
the
round.
wheel.
No, I'm going to let Billy land the plane because he's not
Get
going to
off
land
my
the plane. I want you, you're
Oh
gonna be
boy.
there all-
Uh-oh.
Kari H. What's happening?
Watch out.
Michael
Oh,
Hamburger.
boy.
All right.
I love you.
We said 21. Everybody agreed to 21. You're in total control. All you have to do is put the mic down and walk out, and it's over. You know that, right? So there's no Mike Fuentes told me 21. You're in total control of everything happening right now. Literally everything.
I love pissed off Mike Fuentes.
Evil
Literally
cat.
everything.
Evil cat.
I'm a dog, first of all. Here's the thing.
Juan Encinas,
Here's the thing.
my brother.
We took a vote. And do we not believe in democracy?
I mean,
Do we or not? That's the thing about democracy. It's not just when it's convenient for you. Okay? Sometimes.
okay, but Billy, now they're doing like the flag football thing, dude. They have like every little kid in
Am
flag
I in
football.
charge of the drafts?
No, I'm just saying.
What are you yelling at me for? I didn't decide this.
Mikey's right. This pick has been taking 24 hours, man.
It
Hot
is really
mango.
bad form because here's the thing.
They went to Australia for the other pick, for God's sake.
That is true. Whatever it is that these kids are promoting, no one's awake watching
Nobody
this anymore.
cares.
If I've learned one thing in this business, leave the people
There he
wanting more.
goes. There he goes.
Leave the people wanting more.
Raffy.
Who that?
Drafting Sports and Social loves it.
Terrion Arnold.
I love him.
I'll tell you, the guy we interviewed yesterday who wanted to say something bad about JJ McCarthy, it was him. That's it. He was so close to saying the thing. Like,
He didn't come close.
he was thinking it, though. I could tell.
Okay, that's fine.
So Terrion Arnold was taken by the Lions, which is kind of cool because he's now going to be greeted by his new hometown fans. However, yesterday, Stugotz and Mikey A spoke to Terrion, and there was a bit of a controversy with his walkout, this moment that we're going to see right now. What was that controversy?
Pissed about your song, aren't you?
I definitely am.
Yeah, I know. Well, tell our listeners what happened. Like, what happened? What's going on with your song, Terrion?
So after I got drafted, you get to walk up. You get to pick a walk-up song.
Yeah.
I was gonna walk up to my own song, but apparently I can't right now.
It's your song.
Well, all these logistics that go into it, stuff that I don't really know about.
Okay.
But
All
I'm
right.
gonna have the song streaming on all platforms.
Right. So you had to change songs, is what you're saying?
Yes.
What'd you pivot to?
One of the songs from selection.
You don't even know what it is?
Yeah, I don't.
Dang, free my boy song, man. Free him, man.
You know how it is as an artist, you can't get your song played, Juju?
Oh, trust me, I already know how that go. But also, salute to Ryan Snuggles Robinson in the chat. Nice middle name.
Salute to Snuggles.
Yes, sirski.
Snuggles, I personally want to thank you. I want to thank all of our audience. I want to thank Juju. I want to thank Taylor. I want to thank Danny GQ. I want to thank Chris Cody. I want to thank Tony and all of you for hanging out until the 32nd pick.
God damn it, you tricked me. He got me so, I just perked up. I was like, oh shit, is he ending this?
No, I'm kidding. We can go. Thank you guys for watching our initial
This is so good, man.
draft along
So good.
here, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.
God bless football.
God bless him. Oh, that's great.